All right. I hope that picked up.
Well, that was a nice
Never
hello.
using that mic
Yeah.
again.
Sorry, I only use this mic.
He said his old toothless
Yeah.
one.
We live?
Yeah, I started. Special guest Leroy Manners,
Oh,
folks.
Yeah,
We got Leroy Manners in the building.
Did you even do the intro?
Oh, hold on.
Hold on. It's not CHARLAR podcast without the fucking intro music.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about our intro song. Let's see.
You got your intro song and everything, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Leroy cracks a joke, child corn takes a poke, crazy tales they spoke, humor.
I guess I was more so thinking about the shoot that hoe Jabari, but
Shoot down Tabari!
shoot that hoe Jabari.
Shoot down Tabari!
Yeah, he,
Podcast time. Dude,
Yeah.
All right, so how did this AI song shit happen? Because I'm out of the fucking loop.
I have no clue. Oh, there's another one
I just
too.
got really into it Friday.
Yeah,
Well-
we'll get,
My wife fucking hates it. So I like sit there autistically listening to these.
So it's on Suno.com.
Yeah.
now I turned around and took
yeah,
those
shout out to
two.
Suno.com
I
sponsor.
took those two songs I wrote and I actually put on Dr. Goodfellow and the other one. I wrote those, but they actually sung them for me when I put the words in.
Hell yeah.
I think this one has more of the. This one has more of the podcast vibe. The other
Yeah.
one sounds too target commercially.
DMT. Legends. Slim Shady. Yeah, AI snaps.
Classic.
But yeah, I sit there like radio on the couch, just like listening
Yeah,
to these.
yeah, and Leroy's doing AI music too. He wrote like a verse.
I
and
wrote
had
like
the
I wrote
SE.
like Dr. Goodfellow. I tried to get Houdini to actually rap it. He said that shit was lame as fuck. He didn't want to rap that motherfucker.
I would love to hear Houdini rap a song that you wrote.
Hell, he actually sounds a little bit like Lil Wayne if you ain't ever heard him before.
Yeah, he does get impressions too.
Hell yeah. AI music, huh?
So what's your game plan on this? How you roll with this thing? How you do
I
this
mean,
whole-
I don't know. I just chill, smoke weed,
Yeah, we really smoke a lot of weed.
drink beer.
Normally drink a couple beers.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
just start talking about fucked up shit. Kind
Usually there's a child porn reference by this point.
of. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying not to drink. Like I think last time I drank like almost 8 beers, and I was like, that's not happening.
Dude,
again.
Yeah,
John
yeah,
drank like
you're going
9
hard.
beers. 'Cause
Jesus.
I think I talked about it last time we were hanging out, but like, because Travis was like, "Yeah, you can have the rest of these beers."
John
Like,
just drank 'em all.
talking to me, and John's like, "Is it cool if I have one?" I was like, "Yeah," and he just drank the rest of the 6-pack along with the beer he already drank. And he
What was
just
y'all's
fucking
favorite drink?
cum.
Come,
No, I
God.
was kidding. No, I'm playing.
Probably cough medicine,
Protein shakes. No.
promethazine.
Damn, y'all.
Honestly,
Which kind of rear end or from the other
probably
way?
cold water.
Yeah.
You has different
Water's
type of
the best.
promethazine.
Oh,
Yeah,
it might have been something else they was giving me. Okay. I might have should have questioned
Yeah.
that.
What's your favorite drink, Leroy?
Jose Cuervo. That was always my favorite. I really do like Jose. That tequila's always been my favorite thing.
Tequila.
Yeah, I like to kill you right there and make you act a little bit different. I promise you.
Yeah.
So Leroy, the same question to you though. Like, how does this whole thing happen? Like,
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
how do you know? Well, you asked how the podcast, like, what was about to happen here, and like, I kind of want to know that for you. I want to know like, what's the Leroy origin story, man?
Yeah.
Like, what made you who you are today?
Okay, you don't
Minus like the computer in your back, the scar, all that.
well,
I'm kidding. You can talk about whatever you want. That was a bad joke.
Okay. Well, I was actually well, that's a damn weird one. That's actually hard one to talk
Yeah,
about.
where
really.
were you born?
I was born in Columbus, Georgia. when I was at the age of 2, I actually kind of found out I went through the windshield of a truck. Actually, if I had my dead serious, man. If I had my damn neck cut off.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm serious right there. I got gunshots. You ain't ever seen my neck. It
At the
goes all
age
the way
of
around my
2?
back neck. Now, yeah.
Were you in a car seat?
No, I was jumping around like a fucking idiot right
No,
there.
he was
That's what-
driving, man. He
I
was
was 2
fucking
years
driving.
old right there. I was, but I
His
went through.
parents were fucked up. They needed a fucking
He was
DD.
Yeah,
drinking and
damn
driving
sure.
at 2 years old.
Our infant can drive better than we can.
Well, went through the windshield. When I at the age of 2, my original name was Leroy Don Hall. Yeah. If
Don Hall?
Yeah, that was actually my original name. And kind of find out, I did not.
That should be
know,
your porn star name, Don Hall.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
I
When
mean,
that belly turned the dick.
hey, I put the D in manners, right? Come on, Leroy Don, right there. You got to put the D in the manners. But I did not actually find out who my real parents was until I was 18 years old. I actually originally thought my parents was my grandparents is who I originally thought was my parents all the way up till I was 18.
That's who raised you the majority, like up until that point.
Well, I never knew my sister was actually my real mother. Right there, they always.
Did you take this off of a Theo Von
No,
podcast?
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I will bring in my birth certificate.
No, I believe it. I
I'm
believe
dead
it.
serious.
I just want to go back to the car thing. Who else was in the car?
My dad, my sister about bit her tongue off right there. She's got teeth marks across her tongue where she almost bit her tongue off. And my mom was in the passenger seat. They was
Your real parents?
my real parents, yeah.
And then you didn't meet that. You didn't.
I thought my real parents, my entire life until after my dad died when I was 18, I always thought she was my sister. But kind of found the birth certificate when I was 18 and kind of find out that was actually my mother. And they never told me this. This was something I
Wait,
was
so
never told.
what's the age difference with you and your mom?
17.
She was 17.
17 years older than I was. And she was always like a big sister. My dad always told me he just had kids late.
It's like some Game of Thrones shit. It's like it's already hard to keep up with the lineage.
He was born in
That-
1928.
That would make the whole stepsister thing now
Yeah,
like
so
real weird.
Your
wouldn't it?
dad isn't your brother.
My oh fuck no, my dad is a little short monkey looking motherfucker right there with these little I don't like him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dad. You know who I'm talking to.
He's
I ain't
listening
You don't, it
right
sounds
now.
like you don't have to
I ain't
apologize.
gonna bring him in.
Yeah, if they launch a 2-year-old through a car, it's fair game. Anything's fair game.
Yeah, I was actually adopted. Didn't find out until I was later.
But you're
you know,
adopted?
Yeah, I was adopted right there, and I always thought it was my mother. My sister was my mother. That's what I always thought until I was like
Okay.
18.
And she was in the car when you went through the windshield.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you land? So you fly to the windshield.
I went
you-
through the
you-
windshield.
You
I
just
should never
slide through the pavement?
No, I was actually like stuck in the windshield. Is what
Oh.
they told me
Oh,
in the Phoenix Regional Hospital report that we found. I was in through it. Shouldn't have ever been able to use my left arm because that got actually sliced down so bad. Should have
Damn.
never been able to use it.
So you're like one of those like beach cutout things where you can like walk behind, put your face through, and it's like some like muscle guy.
Yeah, what was the road of the cicada poster was? That's crazy. And so and who do you think your dad was?
Huh?
Because you said you didn't find out your parents were till you were 18. Did you always know who your dad was?
Yeah. Well, no. I always thought Leroy Irvin Manners was my dad.
Okay, but it's really Leroy Don Hall.
Well, I think what he's trying to say is so like your grandparents raised you.
They always
So
told me
you
they
for,
were my mom and dad.
So for the longest time, you thought your grandmother and grandfather were your mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
So when you found out your sister was your biological mother, what's the story on your biological father? Like
Yeah.
what happened at that point?
Kind of
Yeah.
find out I actually worked with him about 2 years before I turned around and found out he was actually my real dad.
You already knew
Whoa.
him,
Yeah,
but
I
didn't
knew of
know
him. Didn't know he was my real dad.
Where'd y'all work?
Davis Electric. Because I was an electrician, 22 years until I broke my back.
Damn.
But yeah.
Wow.
Where did you go to high school at?
Damn, this sounds like a podcast on Leroy today. Okay.
No, it is,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Like
yeah, it's a
you're
Leroy
you're
episode.
you're the most interesting man in the Columbus comedy scene.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not saying a lot, but it's
That's
something.
not saying a lot right there. Well, I mean, I went to school in Jordan High School. Actually,
Okay.
I was hell down there. I actually went to prison about 2 years after that, after I graduated.
For what?
Oh Lord, y'all, this been more than 7 years. So I was in left field, honestly. I
All right.
was robbing.
You were gay?
No, I was happy. Listen, I was very happy if you want to say. But I mean, I went slap crazy. I was robbing, stealing. If it was, I took it. I would actually go up to Atlanta right there, and at the time, I would do a 8-ball of meth right there all the way up to Atlanta.
Damn.
I was out there, dude. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, you told me last night you're looking for a mic in Atlanta. Did you find one?
nah, I didn't find one right
So
there.
what you do? Just walk around?
No, oh hell no. I went up there to the Bikes and Brews and everything. I was just trying to get some practice in for the 24th.
Yeah.
I mean 28th. Wrong
Yeah.
day.
What are you doing 28th?
We still got another Hype Fest coming up there at the highway again. We've been having a damn good crowd.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. When did you start doing stand up?
Oh godly. My dad was actually a comedian. His stage name was Cletus Brown. They actually used to my uncle.
Wait, your grandfather or your
well,
real
who I
dad?
thought was my dad, my
Yeah.
grandfather.
Okay.
He actually was a comedian back in the day and everything, and it was him, Uncle Buck, and Uncle Conway. They used to do a whole stand-up gig where they would write songs, play the banjo, ding, 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 shit
Yeah.
like that.
Oh,
And
that's
but they
pretty
used
cool.
to, they actually started up back then. They had to do it all up in strip clubs. That was actually the first time I ever got to see my dad.
That's a hard room to
We should-
perform
we-
in.
Oh no, it's
Just
actually
a bunch of horny dudes, and you're like,
Yeah, there's one stripping. You're just standing there with a mic next to them.
it's
dating apps are pretty weird. Am I right?
First
every
one
guy's,
I ever went
bricked
to was
up.
at 7 years old. That was and it's hell. I think the place is still open. That whole Petticoat Junction. That's where it was at the time.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. He got to play with he got to play with Chet Atkins when he was actually coming up. You ever heard of Chet Atkins?
I've heard of the name.
Yeah, they've got a highway up here. Chet Atkins was actually defined as the world's best guitar player at one time.
Whoa.
He got to play with him back in the 70s. He got to play with Elvis back in 43 up in Alaska. But he was a very good guitar player right there. I mean, he had if you've ever heard of a 12-string banjo, have you ever heard of one of those?
No.
And it's rare, but he could actually play one of those. That's a very hard instrument to play. It's a
Damn.
very rare one too.
I started listening to Steve Martin's audiobook, and he's like a banjo guy, I think.
He
Yeah.
will actually talk about in that same book right there. He'll talk about his 12-string banjo.
Yeah.
And you very rarely actually sit there and hear anybody ever even talk about it, but he could actually play one.
Yeah. He only did comedy for like 18 years, and he was like huge.
Man, I listened to Let's Get Small. There's a album by him on YouTube. No, that's actually really funny. Like I was just laughing pretty hard at it.
Yeah. I only started it, but I really like it so far.
So who were the comedians when you were coming up?
Favorite comedians? My dad hated them right there was Richard Pryor. That was one of my favorite ones. Red Fox. Do y'all even know who Red Fox
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
Red Fox was an
Did
excellent
that
one.
TV show or whatever.
Yeah,
it
old
was,
Sanford and Son.
Sanford and
Down,
Son.
Yep.
down. Yeah, I love that show. Red Fox. That was some of my favorites, but my dad would not let me listen to it. He'd always throw the record. We had records back then. He'd always throw the records out the damn wall. You ain't listening to this stuff, boy. Yeah, but that's just how he was.
Would he just buy him again for himself?
It was okay with him to listen to it behind the closet, but you couldn't ever let nobody else know you listened to it.
It's crazy. And like Richard Pryor, I think in like Live on the Sunset Strip, he's like at the start of his set, people are like still walking in and like getting seated, and he's just like roasting. He's like just pointing them out and making fun of them. It's like,
Yeah.
how is that a special?
Yeah. Did you listen to like Bob
Getting
Hope
murdered.
and those guys?
That was one of my dad's favorite comedians. I did not like Bob Hope.
I feel like you'd be into Bobcat Goldthwait for some reason.
Bobcat Goldthwait?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I liked him. I like Norm Macdonald.
Oh,
Norm's
yeah.
killer.
I
love
like
Norm.
Norm is
Rodney
amazing.
Dangerfield.
I feel like
Yeah.
Norm.
Rodney was a man.
Yeah. I feel like Norm was kind of one of those guys who like helped bridge the gap between like what I guess I consider like old school comedy and what is I guess
Nah,
new school
yeah,
comedy.
Norm is a genius. I love Norm. I read his book and I like watching
Yeah,
stuff
his
about
book was
him.
good.
Yeah.
I felt like they thought he was always a downfall with certain jokes right there. Some people didn't like him, but I always thought some of
Yeah.
his was just, he could say certain things right there and just like, and you didn't feel really bad about it right there afterwards, you know?
Yeah.
Not like your damn grenades. You love throwing that every so often.
Oh yeah, I love throwing them nades out. But yeah, because Norm could tell any joke and make it funny.
Exactly.
Like,
And he doesn't have to like really It's a very like dry, dark humor.
Yeah.
I like
I
the dark
enjoy it.
humor sometimes. I like it, but then I feel like nowadays people are like, oh Lord, don't go to that right there. Don't talk about
Yeah.
this. Don't talk about that.
Yeah, and you know,
Well, you
to kind of bring up back one thing you were talking about earlier was like, because earlier before the pod, like, you know, the cool to say retarded or whatever, and people get mad when you say that, not knowing that, you know, you yourself, you know,
Well,
are
well-
retarded. Retarded. Yeah, you're retarded.
I mean, that's actually that was actually something. I mean, my mother really, which was my sister, she really told the police officer that I was retarded and I was born without oxygen. And that really got me, dude. I had so much stuff in my car. I had a Tech 9 in there.
Damn.
I had a little 22, and I could not find my fucking keys right there. And she come up there up at Peabody Apartments, and she swooped up in there, and the cop was right there, and I was drunk as hell, and she just straight up told the cop he was born without oxygen, sir. He's just technically retarded. And I just couldn't. Yeah.
You're wearing Matrix sunglasses, dual wielding a Tech 9 and a 22.
Dude, that had a banana clip in it, 30 rounds.
Damn.
Oh, that's too many years ago, you cops. You ain't coming to get my big ass.
Yeah.
It's longer than 7 years.
Yeah, because, you know, I had that one bit about getting butt fucked to death, and people would walk out during the bit when I was starting it out, and you know, some people were like, oh, he's insensitive towards people of sexual abuse survivors and all that. It's like, well, you don't know what I've survived. You know what I mean? Like, you're just assuming I haven't survived anything. And so, I don't think just because something happened to you means you can control what other people have to say about it. Because I think
you got to be able to like warm the crowd up to it a little.
yeah,
bit.
I think so too.
Whether that's by like, you know, say it like giving some type of like repertoire or like, you know, just like warming them up to like that.
Okay.
It's not just silliness. I mean, it's fucking dark, but like that.
It is dark. Well,
Like
I mean,
being
but the-
silly about that type of
Yeah,
thing.
I'd say it's dark, but the at its core, it's a silly idea that doesn't really make any sense in reality.
Yeah.
You know, like,
It's absurd.
yeah, I'm gonna go up inside of another man's asshole, and somehow fit. First of all, and second of all, I'll be able to control his body
Like a
through-
puppet.
yeah, like a puppet, just wiggling my arms around.
Now, I've had more than one place actually sit there and get on to me the whole thing. Oh, y'all was looking for a black comedian up here by the name of Leroy. I've actually had 2 places sit there and get on me about that. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I mean, I think that's on them
It's
for
not,
thinking
it's not really
thinking
that
you're black.
I don't even think that's very edgy, honestly.
No, I don't think so neither.
Nah.
And especially being like an older guy, I feel like that's chill. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do. The only joke that I get pretty nervous about is chiggers when I'm trying to like. If I'm doing that, I'm probably gonna do it in Atlanta twice coming up, but I did it once there and it went good, but I was very nervous about it.
Oh, yeah?
No, those are the best jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have another set other than the Laughing Skull set that we're all on?
He's got one next week. After
The one the week after, I'm going with Charlie too.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going back.
Yep.
Nice.
He saw out the Laughing Skull.
Yeah, he used a different email, and I went by Scotty Walker this time. So I signed up like 2 back-to-back weeks.
They probably don't even give a fuck.
Yeah,
No,
they don't,
I don't even notice.
yeah.
Like, that Scotty guy looks like Scott.
So
Yeah,
thought
when I
heard
saw
that
y'all
joke
post-
last week.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'd be like, I thought I heard these jokes last week. I'm probably gonna do the same set both times.
Like, I think this guy's stealing the other Scott Walker's
Yeah.
jokes.
They sure do
What
look
if we
alike.
all
right there.
do Scott's?
Damn, every one of them's coming up here doing Scott said.
It would be funny to just like show up and everyone try see who kills the hardest with the same jokes. Well,
Yeah,
it'd be
I-
the first person.
I heard a story about
I don't
Norm, where like Norm was like, you know, traveling with other comedians, and he for one of their shows he did all the openers' jokes. Like, he opened the show and did all of their jokes, and then
I mean, couldn't you imagine going on up after that right there and he's been told every joke you got in your repertoire? What am I going to
Yeah.
say now?
yeah. And it's funny because like at that point he doesn't even give a shit about the show. You know what I mean? Because he's ruining the show for the audience,
Yeah.
but he's just fucking with the other comedians.
He's totally just like doing it for the laugh of the other comedians
Yeah.
and himself.
He's
Well,
doing it for
probably more
himself.
himself than
Yeah,
anything, but
he's
from
doing-
a comic's perspective, that's
Yeah.
like the most
See, that's
comic
why
joke you can.
I've always thought that's the most important thing. You gotta make yourself laugh. Because I remember one of the things that put me off Seinfeld when I heard him talking about his jokes was that someone asked him, does he find his jokes funny? And he said no. He doesn't find his own jokes funny. But he
I
knows
feel
other
that
people
though.
do.
That's because he's not funny.
Yeah.
Because like you
don't
thought
like
of
it
it
either.
and you've spent all this time crafting it. By the time you've repped it out a million times, you're
Yeah.
like, it just becomes old. It's like Someone
Yeah.
that hasn't heard it will probably
Yeah, I
like
do.
it. But
And he does the same act over and over again, and he only changes like the 10% of it at a time. You
there's
talked
people
about that.
there's people that have been doing comedy for like 40 years and they do the same act the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I heard this is what Jay Leno was like. That he did the same act for like. He's probably still doing the same act.
Yeah.
And
That's got to be so sad. How do you like? I just can't imagine being like, oh
You
yeah,
just
I
have
saw
to hit
Jay
the
Leno
road.
30
You just-
years ago,
Yeah.
and then you see him in
Exactly.
like 30
that,
years later.
that would be in the
same
back of my
thing.
mind. Be like, somebody here has heard this joke before.
Yeah.
I always think about that. I'm like,
yeah, because I heard like Mark Norman talking about how he kept doing the same set and over and over again, and it got to the point where people were like shouting out the punchline to
Yeah.
his jokes.
Yeah,
which is pretty.
So
big.
like, yeah, it loses that element of. It's still gonna be a good show, but it loses the special feeling of
Yeah.
comedy, like where people are laughing genuinely.
Well, do y'all think it's better to have a polished set or have a new set?
Depends on which. If
Yeah,
if,
depends on
if
what
it's
you're
an
doing.
open mic, a new set. But if you're like
A showcase,
doing a big show, then you
Yeah.
should do polished.
then polished. I do think I think you should always try to make as much new material as
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, I think that's the most.
Because what
important
people
thing.
want to hear. People want to hear jokes about shit they haven't heard jokes about before.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's new is always better. I think.
Yeah, that's what I was. I've only done the Laughing School twice, but I was always trying to do new material every time I come. This is gonna be the first time that I've done jokes that I've done there before. So I'm just gonna rip what I want to rip.
I think I've got. So I've been twice now, and it's what 4 minutes,
4
right?
minutes,
You
yeah.
get lighted at 3 and 4 minutes, and get off at 4.
Mhm.
So I've done 8 minutes, and I think I have like the set that I have that I'm like really comfortable with is like around 20 minutes. So I know that I have another 12-ish of like stuff that I'm comfortable with, and then there's stuff that I've been working on that is not consistent
Yeah.
and arguably not even funny. I'm gonna have to trash most of it. So I think I said all that to say I think I still have enough time to do new stuff up there.
Yeah,
So now,
Yeah.
is it a set time this Laughing Skull's supposed to do?
4.
I didn't know that. I was
Yeah,
just actually
yeah.
going through myself. What's their time?
4.
You get lighted
minutes.
at 3.
You get
Yeah.
lighted.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know where the lights were the first time, but there's
Yeah,
like
it's
2
literally-
exit signs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Last time I went with John, and I was fucking hammered. I drank way too much because I didn't drive, and so I was just drinking, and then I went up, and I like immediately as I started, I was like, oh shit, I just forgot my set, and then I remembered it, and then the set was like 2 minutes, and I just rambled for like another 2 minutes, and I was like, I just fucking wasted my set.
When's the last time y'all went up there? They actually let me go up there like 5 minutes and 38 seconds.
Oh, really?
So they may be letting you get a little bit more now.
Sometimes they forget to hit the light
Yeah.
and or hit it.
It's
Is that
been
John?
yeah.
No way, is it really?
Yeah, he's parking.
Wow.
He's
I like to dive when the host right there, he started clipping off laughing at one of them things. He got my set the whole time. I couldn't help but to look back at him and like start laughing.
Yeah, that was a great.
I enjoy
set.
that place. That's a fun place to go.
Yeah, I think that's the best room around.
Yeah, definitely. I seen some pretty bad bombs there though.
Yeah,
Almost
There
every time
was
I've gone.
one of them. Good Lord.
I kind of like that though, because I'm like, all right, set the bar low. All right, so I can come in. I can come and clean
No,
up.
I prefer when people are killing because I feel like you can ride their high.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when other people bomb, then they see you walk up all flaccid. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're like, oh fuck.
My
this is
first
more of
time
this.
though, someone like sucked right before me, and I was sitting back there like, I'm just gonna fucking clean this up. And it did. I felt like I crushed more so because everyone was like, damn, and then they appreciated like
Yeah.
decent
Right,
jokes.
right.
Yeah, it's funny because I do look at it both ways. Like if someone bombs before me, I'm like, wait till they hear this.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all, what's y'all thoughts on going up on stage? Do y'all like to
What up,
try to
John?
make sure the crowd sort of gets into
Woo,
it?
shoot
Or
a
y'all-
hook, boy.
How do y'all like to introduce yourselves?
We got John Fitzpatrick going back in on the mic.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Could you
I
ask that
said,
one?
did you go to the hospital the other day?
No,
No, I said, what? I messing with you. So what's your thought on like with like introductions right there? Do you like to go in there and try to make sure the people are clapping, or do you like to run right to your jokes? What do you like to do?
You mean like when I'm being brought up?
Yeah, well, like after you get brought up, do you like to sit there and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Or what do you like to do?
Well, for a while, man, I would just like walk up on the stage and not say anything. I would just look at the crowd and like be awkward about it, you know? And I can't remember who I was listening to, but they were talking about, hey, you had a great set, but you didn't introduce yourself. Like, you didn't say your name. And they're like,
So the
yeah,
host does. He says,
Yeah,
next up, 3V
yeah.
Wonder.
yeah, but the host does. It's like, yeah, but introduce yourself. Like, when you're talking to them, like, make it friendly, like as if you're introducing yourself to somebody. You don't just walk up and start talking. You say, hey, I'm Reeve, and, whatever.
Tell
And
them
that's
what year you graduated,
Yeah.
what your job is.
Yeah, give me your social security
Yeah,
number.
my
No,
whole
but-
life we'd be there for 45 years. Shit.
But
I went through a windshield when I was 2.
I found that
John
in a
missed
time
that.
when I was going through like a slump, and like I felt like I was just bombing every set and I was not doing well. And then the first time I tried that, like introducing myself, was the Bites and Brews set that I did, like probably the best I've ever done at. And then like every time since then I've tried to continue doing it, and I feel like I don't know, I feel like it contributes to just like what's the word I'm like?
I don't know.
But trying to like establish a repertoire with the audience.
Yeah, that's why I say what's up,
Don't lose
assholes.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't lose them.
It is tough when you lose 'em.
eventually.
Yeah, because that's why when I go up, I say what's up, assholes, because I feel like that immediately sets the tone of
Yeah,
humor.
you want to get a laugh pretty
Yeah.
early.
yeah,
it
exactly.
fits your set perfectly. If anybody else tried to do that, it almost wouldn't make sense.
Do it all the
But
time,
for
right?
your
But-
style, like when you said that, it actually like clicked
Yeah.
in my head. I was like, oh no, it fits what you're about to do perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, this is my humor. What's up, assholes? Like, we're about to
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
cum and dicks.
Yeah, I remember when I did my set at Aces on 80, which I think was my first paid gig ever. Who was I talking to? I think it would have been James Etchison or someone like that. And I was like, should I do the what's up, assholes thing? And he was like, probably not. And I was like, fuck, I don't do it anyways. And I did it, and it immediately got a laugh.
Yeah, I think it's good to have a quick.
Yeah. Are we blocking the driveway?
Nah, he's good.
Okay, good.
I like doing the horny at work one because it takes like 20 seconds and it usually gets a laugh.
Yeah.
Which one?
And if
Don't
it
y'all
doesn't,
like,
then I'm like, all right, it's gonna be pretty tight. It's gonna be a tight set.
which one don't y'all like saying on stage?
I got a ton I don't like saying.
Name them, rather. What don't you like saying on stage? What joke do you have you don't like saying?
For mine is I think I mentioned this last episode too. Was my balls no temperature joke? There's like a nerd who found out you could find the temperature of outside through how much a cricket chirps in a minute. And I'm like, well, why didn't he just look at his balls? You know what I mean? Because like,
Yeah, mine
Yeah.
is definitely I was a boxer and kickboxer when I grew up. I met this girl who said she liked it rough and wanted to get physical. We got back to her place. She closed the bedroom door, turns around, looks me in the eye. Didn't even touch clothes with her huge overhand right. And I just like assault this woman. And like, if that doesn't hit, it's rough.
Yeah, and you say that one so well.
How often does it not hit?
It's done good in like legit rooms, but like at mics and like bars, sometimes it'd be like just dead quiet. And then I'm just like going through step by step of the combination that I land.
I felt about like that when I turned around and started talking about that. What was it? He said that cumflation porn. Yeah.
compilation.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
My son, he brought in and started talking about that pictures and everything, and I've done that one on stage. I was like, what the?
I used to hate cum when I first started looking at TikTok.
Now he loves it.
My boy John.
Dude, I think you guys like it more than me. You're supposed to shut up. No. I used to hate. I used to be disgusted by cum. Yeah.
What was that? Half a second of accent. Are you sure this is sir?
Did anybody
else catch that? Run it back.
I used to hate that shit, dude.
You want to go down on a woman?
No, I'll suck a bean or whatever, but like,
You suck a bean. What?
yeah, you know the bitch is for his fucking bean.
A meat curtain? What are we talking about?
Yeah, you know what I mean. The bean.
Hell yeah, we're
bean.
talking about the important topics here. CHARLAR podcast. Fucking like and subscribe,
I
y'all.
wasn't saying I didn't like cum. I hated cum.
Well,
I was
I understand,
disgusted
right?
by
I
it.
mean, it's quite fun when you get them all.
I
up
thought it
there.
was gay. Like, why would you want to?
Why are we talking about?
Hold on, let's get back to the jokes we don't.
Oh,
we don't
went
like
off.
doing.
We
Yeah.
went
Okay.
off far.
We're just talking about cum and dicks.
But
And
it
like,
is.
we can do Charlie's
hold
act
on.
if we want.
No,
but-
I'm
It
saying,
went
like-
off. It went off. Right. I'm sorry.
It
No,
also
but I'm-
depends on the room. Like different rooms are like kind of like no shame. I try not to do anything too edgy or offensive there. most of the
Yeah.
time.
Dude, I did a trans joke there one time, and it actually
if it's well
was actually
crafted,
received
they'll
well.
respect it.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
if it bombs, that's a tough one.
I said, you know, they say that women live longer than men. That's why I think trans women are just trying to live a little longer.
Yeah.
It's not a great joke, but
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it.
but cum
anyway,
is
speaking of jokes
gay.
we don't like to do.
I think it is gay to watch another man come. That has to be gay.
Well, I mean, you gotta have two people involved in the opportunity.
Yeah, but I think it's straight to watch them fuck if you only look at the girl, and then
But then if you
stop
watch the cum shot,
yeah, but you have to stop before they come.
Are we talking about
Well, you
jokes
play-
or
I mean,
porn?
you play-
What are we
it's
talking
POV.
about?
yeah, why
right
do we
there.
keep going back to cum? I thought we were talking about jokes.
Jokes. Okay.
So are you talking about in straight porn? It's like you're trying to focus on the lady only and just pretend the guy's
Yeah,
not there.
I'll
Is that what you're
cover
talking-
the guy with my hand.
Dude, I watch like a lot of lesbian porn. And you know how like watching porn, they say it fucks up your actual sex life. It's like I gotta stop watching so much lesbian porn and when I'm in an actual sexual situation. It's like fuck, what am I doing here?
Trying to put the moves on.
I can't even get hard
Where
because
did it
I'm
go?
here.
You're trying to shove her into.
It is weird that like most guys don't watch like just like there has to be a dick in it or
That's
something.
what I'm saying. It's gay.
That's crazy. I ain't never thought about that, but you got a damn good point.
It's just with straight porn, like it's a lot of dicks I can't relate to.
Do y'all know
If they're
how,
too big,
do y'all
if
know
they're
how
too
many
little,
podcasts this has
gotta
been
have,
talked about
you know,
on already?
good middle ground.
Okay, so then you're going with something else.
No, man, but we got a better angle.
A better
Please
angle. What?
take our unique
From
view.
the side
Yeah.
right there. I mean,
Yeah.
that's about the only angle you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
'cause I'm covering the guy with my hand. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's been spoken about yet. The tactics you can use to make porn less gay. It is weird that we watch guys fucking women, though. Isn't that right?
So I have
It
this.
should be lesbian.
I have this weird joke.
And let's wind this one back in.
I'm trying to transition back to
Back to
jokes
comedy.
so hard.
Yeah.
It's not even like really a setup punch, but it's like a series of statements where it's like you're in her DMs, I'm eating her pussy with morning breath, you know, type
Okay.
shit. Like y'all have seen that meme format before,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like they've done well before, but I don't know. Every time I've done them recently, that one, and then you're in her DMs, I'm popping her ingrown pussy hairs. Yeah, there's a reason I don't do them.
I do think that's a good thing about like some of the local mics we do is that they're like tough rooms, and it's like you have to navigate a tough room and deal with like occasionally bombing if it's because like when you get to like a legit comedy club, then it's like usually feels like we're running with weights on, you know.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting point because
Because comedy club rooms with like actual people coming to see comedy is easier than
yeah,
pulling up at a bar when there's just locals like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
like I was super surprised like how well my first Laughing Skull set went, and
Yeah,
now
it caught
that-
me off
that-
guard the first time. I
that
was
makes
like, whoa.
that makes sense. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't like some savant up there that they were like, "Hey, fucking, who the hell are you?" But like getting laughs was surprising considering how, like you said, some of the rooms we get, it's like
Yeah, just a random bar.
When did
it's
you
like one of
first
those
do
dreams where you're
stand-up,
fighting
Leroy?
and you're just trying to punch
Yeah.
somebody and you
About 15
can't.
years ago.
Where did you first do? Where did you do
There
your
was
first
a comedy club actually 2 blocks down from the Loft, because Loft had been here plenty of years before that. It was called
94,
Hmm?
either 93 or 93.
It's been here some years, and this was after the Loft come in. But it was called the Punching Around. It was an old country bar down there. That's where. But I actually got a chair thrown at me that day, so I quit.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they throw a chair at you? You should have fucked his bitch.
I plead the fifth. I told him.
Yeah, you told him.
Well, I
was
told
gay.
the man he was a pussy right there. Come on up here and tell him to my face on stage, and so that was. I used to be a little more livelier than I am now.
Damn. Is this pre-injury?
Yeah, before I broke my back. Yeah,
What year did you break your back?
2017 is when I broke my back.
damn.
2017.
Yeah.
That was just like the other day.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's when the movie Logan was released.
2017. Yeah, that was 2000. I know how I was fucking trying, but yeah, that's the right date.
So tell us how that happened.
Well, I was actually working up in the electrical field up in Atlanta. Got T-boned. I was actually walking around for 3 months with a broken.
Hold on. Let's slow that down for a second. So you were working in an electrical field in Atlanta.
Working in electrical.
You're on the
field.
job.
I'm on the job training right there.
And so when you say you got T-boned, were you in a car or were you not in a car and somebody hit you with a car?
Yeah, I was in a. You want details? Huh? You want me to get the police
Well,
report?
I want to be
Writing
clear.
a police report.
Okay, no, I feel no. I was actually on the job working I was working on UPSs. I was maintenance, and I actually got hit from the side in a truck, and they knocked the living hell out of me. Broke a vertebrae.
Jeez.
In 18, I was actually.
They hit the driver's side.
Yeah, it was a bad one. I was actually walking around with a broke back for about 3 months. I was still at work, and I just couldn't take the pain anymore because I was bad on pain pills. I was taking about 30 lower set pluses a day at my worst time.
Damn.
Dude, I was chewing them like Skittles, and I'm dead serious right there. I would never go back to that. Pain medication's a good thing, not for me, but I was chewing up like 5 or 6 of them at a time. I like.
How did you get rid of the
wild.
pain? Like, you have it now?
Well, yeah, I have it now, but actually that's what my back stimulator's for. That's the part cyborg thing. It's basically just a little receptor right in the middle of my back to where, honestly, a lot of my legs, everything down below, I can't feel.
Damn.
I mean, you could bite the shit out of me and you'd be like, nah, okay.
Shit.
I won't, but
Well, you want to try?
Matt Nagan got launched. He was walking, and he got launched by a car. I think he got pretty fucked up. But when he told me about it, I was trying really hard not to laugh. So
Yeah, I mean,
I was picturing him just flying.
I mean, you can't help but not laugh. As long as they're okay, you like make fun of it. There's nothing wrong with that. They got hurt, they got up, they're okay, they got healed up. Make fun of it. Fuck, I fell through an attic, broke my leg 7 places, compound fracture. I mean, I was going on the night before my fucking cruise right there.
You told me about that.
I broke it on a Friday and turned around and was going on a cruise that next Monday. But I mean, hell, if you can't laugh about your damn pains and things, and hell, I was on a walker for fucking 2 years.
Damn.
I
On a
started
Whopper.
going back up to the gym when I was like 500 pounds, and I started going back to the gym on a walker. That's an embarrassing fucking thing, trying to go to the damn gym on a walker. And but I mean, hell, if you can't make fun of it, what can you do?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cry about it.
Especially if it was your experience.
It was my damn
fair
experience.
game.
I mean, I'd cry about it, but I'd still make fun of it too.
You still make fun of it. I
I'm
mean,
a little
hell,
bitch.
oh, you downgraded, Scott.
Yeah.
Back down
Yeah,
to
no
Bud Light.
no platies today.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week was rough.
Yeah, it's harder and harder to get home.
follow the ass come out.
I missed several turns. Every time we do a podcast here, I go home and I just miss a turn.
You just can't find where you live because you drink too many platinums.
This podcast is gonna cause like 17 deaths from drunk driving.
Travis got pulled over on the last one.
Really?
I know.
Did he
Yeah.
Yeah, he called me right after, and I was so nervous on the phone. And then I was like, "Wait, how much did you drink?" He's like, "Oh, I only had like 1 beer." Or, like,
Yeah.
I barely drink, or he like sipped the beer and then didn't even
Well,
finish.
Yeah,
'cause
we
you
drank
almost
the rest of
passed
his beer.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta apologize. So you know, I never meant to do your name right there that night when I got pulled over. I never meant.
Oh, dude, don't stress that.
I
Those guys
felt
are
so
yeah.
bad about that night I got pulled over
No.
because I knew I was fixing to go to jail that day.
I mean, you did have a bunch of illegal shit, and I
Yeah.
would have preferred not to have been tied in with
Yeah.
somebody who had so many
Yeah.
different
Very
drugs.
tight with-
And
I'm very tight with Reeve. Okay, you
What?
can
yeah,
search
he
my
had
car.
all this
Why
shit.
did
I
you do
get
it like
it.
that?
Oh, I thought you just like gave him your. What's your name, son? My name's Reeve right there.
No, I know a couple guys on the CSU police force, and
Thank you.
They're both like the two that I know. They're both really cool guys.
They was
They
understandable.
both ride mountain bikes and shit. And
But that redheaded guy,
Leroy
he looked
was-
at me when he pulled that vibrator out and he turned it on, and I'm just sitting there shaking in my fucking chair on the back thing while the big officer, he's looking at me. He says, "What the hell do you got this for?" And I'm just, "It's nothing. I'm a comedian. Sorry."
It's coming.
this motherfucker's driving drunk downtown with drugs, sex toys, children, and fucking.
I did
like,
not have no kids in my car that day.
Not that day.
He had all kinds of fucking illegal shit with him, and
Yeah.
he's talking to the CSU cops, and I don't know how it all came down, but somehow he drops my name for some
Well,
reason.
I sit there and I said, "I'm a comedian right there," and he said, "Well, you want to come out there and do a you want to come out here and walk line?" I said, "Dude, I broke my back. I can't walk my own line." He passed that and everything. He smelled my breath and said, "Yeah, we were doing some comedy down here." And he said, "Yeah, I know a comedian right there." He said, "By the name of Reevy," and I tried to think of one of Reevy's jokes from there. "Yeah, you look like an old hillbilly or something right there." And he's
That's what I'd say to him.
Yeah, and he just he giggled up and laughed, and I said, "Fuck, I got his ass now." And I was like, now I'm going home on this one. And I had a no registration. Yeah, no insurance. It was kind of find out technically my car had no insurance because of a 2 fucking VIN number on the on the registration from one car to another. I had no.
He was in a stolen car.
And you got off.
I went
You
home.
away.
I drove
Dude,
home.
that's the biggest example of white privilege I've ever seen in my
I've
life.
said that. I've said that. That was the biggest thing. I've gotten out of a lot of shit before, dude.
The next time I saw them, they were like, "Who the fuck is Leroy?" I was like, "Oh, that's one of my comedian friends. That's how I know him, is through comedy. There's no association other than that."
Dude, he pulled out the lockpick set too, duct tape, and everything. Because I used to be a lockpick. I used to pick locks just for fun.
Well, what was the duct tape for?
That was a
The
different.
child. I told you there was a
I'm a
child.
redneck. I'm a redneck. You do everything with duct tape. You fix
Yeah,
anything.
duct tape, blue chew.
Dude, he looked at me.
GHB.
He looked at me like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, what's your fucking problem?
I can get you in your car, but I'm about to tie you up.
The state trooper that pulled over Travis, he was like, so what do you, he's like, I'm a comedian, and I was just doing a podcast in Columbus. He's like, oh, what's the podcast called? And he like, Travis like plugged CHARLAR. And
Yeah.
he was like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. He's like, oh shit. We like literally just talked about drinking. how
Yeah,
much we
it's
drink.
funny because
Well, I mean, can I say on that? If you get anybody in a conversation, I mean, just like down there at No Shame, there was a bunch of comedians down there. If you get anybody in, you just feel confident enough with it.
You got to be cool with cops.
You
don't
gotta
fuck-
be
don't
you
fuck
gotta
with
be
them.
confident, but you gotta be cool. Well, I mean, just like the people down there, they was all giggling. They didn't know who these all nice dressed up people was, and James Eston was down there. He didn't want to ask none of them. I said, hell, I'll ask them. And a lady actually stuck her hand up. I said, hey, Carol, and everything. And she actually started talking back to me. I asked her how her husband was doing. She said, nice. How your wife? We're doing great right there. What y'all doing down here? She walked off. James asked me how I known her. Yeah, I ain't never met that woman a day in my life.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think a lot of that's just actually being confident with it. Just actually believing your own bullshit.
True. What
Well, we
scenario
can tell
was that?
you do that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. I believe my own bullshit. if not me, who will?
These are mushrooms, correct?
yes.
Mm,
Portobello,
Allegedly.
Portobellos.
Yeah,
portobello mushrooms right there. Portobello mushrooms.
Yeah, we're vegans, man. We're doing portobello
Yeah.
mushroom burgers.
yeah.
later.
Right.
You ever seen a fat vegan?
Not until now.
I like steak. I like steak. I'll bite a bull's ass right there 5 seconds and get it right.
I went vegetarian for like 2 weeks when I was like 15. I went to Warped Tour and was it PETA? Were they the ones they had a tent and they gave like out these free DVDs and I'd watch how they like torture the cows and shit. I was like, oh,
From the
fuck.
Hunger Games?
Dude, I've had to
Pizza?
work. I've
Yeah,
had
Peter
to
from
work
Hunger
at one of those chicken plants in the cow plants. The chicken plants right there, they will dip them jokers. I mean, there's a round of people. They'll dip them here. They'll dip them upside down. They'll dip them in the water, and then there's a razor blade, and somebody's right there just catching necks all day long.
Yeah.
I used to
Damn.
actually throw chickens across the thing because it fucked with me so bad. But kind of find out it was wolves that lived over there across the fucking fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, my dad's first job was working at a slaughterhouse. He told me, and like,
Yeah, it's rough.
yeah, he said like they just stuck their cow's head through like a piece of plywood.
Uh-huh.
He had like 2 hooked blades that he cut like scissors.
Yeah, just dead on. That
Like,
motherfucker pops right off.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He said he
And then the
quit.
skin.
That's rough.
Yeah, and then you can just.
Fucked. He just fucking
Yeah.
the-
Charlie knew where I was going. Hell yeah. We're fucking locked in
So many
today,
people have thought
fellas.
about the joke about like, the
Give
first
me a
guy,
shoot that Hojabari.
the first guy to find like
Well,
cow
Or don't.
milk. It's just like,
honestly, I bet it wasn't even that hard. Dude, honestly, I mean, like, you're thirsty as fuck, and you see a cow sucking a tit. Like, fuck, man, you know, like, you're dying of thirst. Fuck, I'm milking that shit, too.
Papa had cows on the farm when I was 2. I still got pictures of me sucking on the titty.
Yeah.
I did get
for
some
sure.
good insight about, like, gay cavemen. I forgot the guy's name, but I was in a No Shame volunteer celebration thing yesterday. And I asked him about, like, the first gay people. I asked Shelly because she's gay, you know. But she didn't have any good information. But one of the guys mentioned, like, it's probably, like, it was a bunch of gay, like, cavemen all standing out without clothes. And then just 2 of them have boners, so you know, just go ahead and, you know, just leave the
get it
group
done.
and- yeah, just
that
get
is
it
a good
done.
place to get intel on
Yeah.
gay people. It's no shame.
Exactly.
I work for the
No.
police, sir.
I did not.
No. You're welcome.
He looked at me like, you look like a cop, motherfucker.
Yeah, what if he came back with a shotgun?
Show me your badge, boy.
You
I
got to
just play one
update.
on TV. I'm
Yeah, I'll
sorry.
do it later.
How long's it been there?
Since I just got on the computer.
I don't know why the hell that damn computer's moving right now.
So John, you're back in the scene,
The scene?
the comedy scene.
Oh, I never left.
Like,
Did I?
Dude, you killed the other
focusing on
night.
music.
Right there, I didn't know which way you was going with that the other night, but like a quarter of his set, he was just on the whole dates and everything talking, and then like right after that, dude, he fucking killed the goddamn room. That was prime.
Bite
Oh, yeah.
or no shame?
No,
no shame
shame.
right there. I
And,
didn't know which way he was going with it. I heard the talk right there, but like right there, about a quarter of it, right within his set, man, he fucking killed it through the entire fucking set.
Oh, yeah, that was a murder for sure.
That was a
but
fucking
I'm always like, I don't trust that. I was like, you fucking idiots think this is funny.
Damn.
No, that was
Should've
good.
gone.
You pulled it off on that one. Right after that date,
might
when
do
you
it
said
Friday.
done that date.
Yeah.
I like to do it once before laughing school just to get my confidence up.
You're what, like a set?
Yeah, because
That's-
it's like they light you at 4 minutes, so it's like if I see the light, then it's like I gotta fix something before I go to the laughing skull, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 4 on the dot that I'm doing for the skull, and maybe I'll do the Waka Flocka Flame joke.
Yeah.
If
probably
I'm
gonna go
doing well.
short. I'm probably gonna do like 3.5 maybe,
Yeah,
because I don't want to be stressed about the light.
because I know they'll take you off at 4 minutes 30 seconds, which I didn't know before. I thought it was just 4.
Yeah.
But I got 4 on the dot now, so I got a little room to fuck around with it. But bites went good last night. It was a small crowd, but receptive crowd.
Dun Dun's been crushing.
Yeah, that was
Actually-
great.
She crushed at hype.
awesome.
James Young murdered last night.
James always murders.
Yeah.
James, damn good for me. I like the shit out of his.
I'm mad I missed all that, dude. I was supposed to be on the show
yeah.
Wednesday, and I never tested positive for COVID, but dude, I was one of the sickest I've ever been. Like it felt like COVID for
When?
sure. It started like Tuesday after work. So like I didn't come to the Columbus Axe mic, dropped out a Wednesday show. I basically just laid in bed from Tuesday afternoon until like yesterday.
Damn.
So I'm mad I missed all that. But
And then
glad
James
that
Etchison killed as always. But James is always like, it's almost like Nick Saban not winning Coach of the Year every year, like for James, because like he always, you know.
Yeah.
So I just forget to mention him sometimes. But yeah, he killed 2.
I think he's the most experienced comedian that you can see.
Oh, for sure, he's about
yeah.
11,
That you
12
can
years
just sit
in
there and
now.
just really talk to.
Yeah,
I mean,
12, I think.
well, I mean, just not just saying the experience. Just have you ever talked to him about his thoughts about just with comedy? I mean, he's brought out that one book. Jesus Christ, it was like 12 things towards comedy. But he went and basically was explaining the whole book out. He loves the whole thought of writing a joke.
And he's like, he appreciates all like. 'Cause
yeah, and that
he-
was one thing
like he messaged me one time about like trying to like hook me up on a show, and he was like, dude, I really like your stuff. I was like, dude, I feel like I'm like literally the opposite of you. Like,
No, he's the most supportive
yeah, he's
guy
like,
I've
dude,
seen.
he
Yeah.
is. I was surprised he liked me though. I was like, dude, I'm like,
Same.
I'm
Yeah,
like
my
dark
first
and edgy.
gig
I, was
was
like, I
good.
feel like you wouldn't like that. But
Yeah, James Etchison got me my first paid gig.
I feel like I would have quit several times if it weren't for James. Like
Yeah,
just being supportive
100%.
early on, especially. Just him having advice and pushing you to keep going
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he's supportive about your material.
Yeah, that
he's a
pumped
great
me
dude.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Bruce is pretty good too. His son.
yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
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 He
It's
tickled the shit out
frustrating
of
how
me.
good he is.
Yeah.
he did a good job hosting that one Father's
Yeah.
Day.
I wish
Yeah.
I could have made that.
That was a good
Fun.
show.
I seen him at Chattabroochie right there.
Yeah.
he tickled the shit out of me on that one.
Yeah. Or he did a set. Yeah.
Oh shit! At the Axe mic, he had one of the best fucking. I bombed my ass off that night, but like,
That's how the axe mic goes.
yeah. What was his?
I don't think I've ever seen Bruce not do well.
Yeah,
That
I
would be
mean,
pretty sad to see a child bomb. But I feel like the Axe mic, I don't even use those. Don't even register to me, honestly. Like,
Yeah. Especially this
yeah,
week.
because I remember on Monday, DBB like killed at the jailhouse, and then he went to do the Axe, and of course he bombed because there's no crowd.
just us,
yeah.
yeah.
It's the same material he just did.
I mean, the X-Storm's a good place. You just got to have those people outside that you can maybe bark at a little bit. You
Yeah.
can get people in there.
I
You
honestly-
stand enough people.
Once
Axe
they have the
mic should
alcohol
It should
situation
just be a
figured
giant
out.
podcast at that point. Like it should just be all like comedians talking or something.
Yeah. It's
Or I
just a good
think-
set to mess around.
Yeah, I think a Kill Tony style layout would be beneficial to that.
Isn't that kind of what like Hack and Forth is?
Yeah, basically what Hack Forth is.
Everybody done that?
I've done it once.
I've done
Did
it.
it one time.
I'm doing it early September, I think.
Yeah, same here.
It's
The one
late,
at
September 30th
Rock
at
and
Rock
Roll.
and Roll.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so late September.
Yep, yeah, this one I'm doing too.
No, I definitely liked. I like themed mics. Like I like stuff other than just like, hey, let's have an open mic. I like the heckle mic, for example,
Yeah.
and then like, I've probably mentioned this to a couple of y'all before, but y'all are familiar with the game King of the Court basketball?
No.
No. Okay,
Yeah.
so the idea is it's 1-on-1. You get 3 dribbles to try and score, right? And so if it's all of us, let's say me and you start, I'll start with the ball. I get those 3 dribbles to try and score. If I don't, then your chance to score, and then I go to the back of the line, and then Charlie and you face off, and whoever
Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
Whoever
Yeah.
scores stays.
Yeah, whoever scores
Yeah.
stays essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
And I want to do that, but with roasting. So like you have somebody that starts, and then you have a line of people, and say, so me and you go joke for joke, and then hopefully it's obvious, who who does better, and then it's like, okay, yeah,
Yeah, but
my
that
joke
one's- that
bombed,
one's hard
Leroy, get
'cause
up here, and then next person.
It will be hard to have it be obvious, 'cause I'm sure there'll be a lot of close ones.
There probably will, and that's why you have a host that's just
Yeah.
like, kind of
make
like
the
Picks the
decision.
winner.
yeah, just makes a
Yeah.
decision or whatever. But
I
that's
think that would be
another
cool.
one I've been wanting to do.
I do think Kill Tony style open mics are probably. I think maybe that's another thing that should be.
It gives it like a kind of like a game show feel, kind of.
Yeah, makes it feel a little more theatrical, more of a show.
Have y'all ever been
and-
to a comedy dating show?
No,
I tried to get Jordan and them to do one. I broke 2 of them on the Southern Boy right there with like an improv show. They didn't want to do neither.
So Hans Kim from Kill Tony, he has I don't know if he still does now, but at one point he had a dating show. I say that with quotation marks because the idea was not to like actually have people come up and meet their significant other or whatever. The idea was just to be funny.
I put these in next
And so it was mostly like comics that came and signed up, and you'd have some normal people too, but essentially, the format was a dating show, and that's where you would get all your jokes from.
That was I'd like to pull off something like that one time. That would be fun. I think that'd be funny as hell.
The
huh?
guys in like Fort Payne do a.
No.
They did it one time. I don't know if they do it reoccurring, but they have a dark comedy show. That was like, call me up, dude. That's what
Oh, yeah?
that's what I need to be on, dude.
Those are fun.
I
I,
can
like
just rip my darkest jokes and not care about it because it's like that's the part. That's
I always enjoyed like the improv part, but nobody really wants to do that.
Yeah.
The what, like improvise?
Improv, just improvise stuff.
Yeah, that's. I'd like to get better at that kind of stuff, and
Well,
it
I
takes
turned around
repping
and
it.
wrote one that was old Southern Boy that I sort of wrote it off the Whose Line Is It Anyways, where one of the part was like grits and gap, right there where he done no arm behind the things right there, and he'd go gap about how his day and everything was.
Yeah.
Nobody ever showed no interest in on that one.
Well, I mean, part of it is like there's improv elements to stand up, but we're not
Yeah.
improvisationalists. Whose line is it anyway? That's their whole life
But
is
is that not
improv.
do you not think that's like comedy right there, like improv?
Oh,
and
for sure it is. It's just two different mediums, two different
Yeah, it's different
arts.
types.
Because like there's a little bit of both in each, but it's each is not the same exactly.
Yeah,
you know?
improv isn't written, I don't think. I mean, they have like a framework they go by, but I don't think it's like they write it down.
Yeah, I definitely want to improve my improv skills.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I said this last time on the pod, but like I feel like I'm so beholden to my script, like literally word for word. And if I don't have something on the script to say, then I'm like, I don't fucking know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I've thought about taking improv classes, like instead of like stand-up classes.
Yeah.
I know Dave Chappelle took acting classes.
Yeah.
And that helped him. And I feel like that's kind of one of my strengths in
Yeah.
stand-up is kind of, I don't know what happened to you, but like, nope.
Yes. I'll talk about it later.
Stuff that makes you go.
Yeah, but I feel like improv classes would be helpful and fun maybe. But then there's always that where like maybe you're just not good at it, you know. But I don't know.
I don't know, I think you're just
But I
talking
think-
shit, honestly.
Yeah, but there's like little tricks and
Most of it's psychology.
Yeah, but
there's
I think,
fundamentals
yeah,
to
I
it,
do
you
think
know.
most things in life are about how bad you really want it. Like I
True.
don't think it's really about how much you suck or not, or really it's just about how bad you want it. Like which I'm lucky to where when I started out, I've always done pretty okay. Like I've had pretty bad bombs, but when I first started, I started off good with laughs, and that always kept me going. But then once it kept going and running out of shit to talk about, I would start bombing, and I would start saying crazier shit, and I would bomb. And I was like, fuck, I guess I'll kill myself, because like if I can't do this, then I guess I'll just kill myself, because like I don't know what else to do.
I think another hard part about comedy is like transitions or just like making things tie in together. Because I'll have like a whole set and just like I feel like that's a hard part is trying to like structure things together to where I'm not like just jumping topics like insane.
Yeah, it's harder with the more time you do.
Yeah.
I feel like I try to think about how to segue
Yeah,
from
longer
joke to
sets is
joke,
hard,
you know.
like-
Yeah, and that's kind of fun. Like when I'm prepping a set, if it's like a 10 or 15 minutes, I try to think of what could segue into this, and maybe that has to do with the room I'm in, or
Or just keep like
Yeah.
topics
Yeah.
sectioned
Yeah,
together.
because my sets are organized. I guess it's almost like note cards. Like each, I have like note cards with the title or of like the bit, and then I have all these note cards with all my bits, and then a lot of these bits form into chunks. So I'll have chunks. Like I have like a religion chunk, I have a dating chunk, weeds chunk, and then once I want to plan my set out, I then organize the chunks. Once I have the chunks organized, I'll try to think of a transition line between the two. Like I'll just
Are
say
you
it out
I
saying
like
loud.
the
chunks?
terminology.
Yeah, and I'll just
yeah. You saying chungs? Is that
yeah,
a racial
yeah,
slur?
yeah, chinks. And I work out all the chinks. Basically.
How racist are we going to get today?
I organize the chunks.
We were dropping the
I
N-word
practice
last
it.
time.
I talk aloud, and whenever
tell.
I try to go into the next chunk, that's when I'll riff out a
Yeah,
line
try
or
to like
something.
tie something
Yeah,
together.
I can't even say the N word. My name's closest to it.
I work out all the chinks.
What, Leroy is close to the N word?
Mm-hmm. I
Leroy?
can't even say. I
Or-
can't even say the N
Wait,
word.
what?
You know how bad I'd want to say that? Just
5 letters.
Yeah, the ass
Wait,
was
no.
pretty close too. But I ain't
Imagine a Chinese guy trying to say Leroy.
Leroy, Leroy,
Leroy.
Leroy, Leroy.
Leroy.
That might be about what it sounds like.
Oh, I love Leroy manners.
I still don't know who in the hell sent that fucking that goddamn video.
Who knows? Who's to say?
Wait, what video? The one of the Wait, which video?
African guys.
The African
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Who?
I'd like to find out who the fuck sent that one.
Damn.
I'd laugh my ass off on that.
yeah.
Some genius, probably.
Clearly.
Did you do it, Scott?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you did. I was just waiting to sit there and see if you was gonna say it. I've been waiting right there for you.
Yeah.
Like,
You gave
when
it
did-
away. Yeah, you
You
gave
know,
it
I
away
was
with
sitting there
some.
saying, when I asked you, I was like,
I wanted to send it to you, and they're like, "Who did that?" And I was like, "I just want to be like, I
Yeah.
just did it." And I was like, "Leroy's gonna think it's kind of weird." And I
the
was
whole
like, "Yeah,
time I
maybe
was
it
thinking
wasn't
like, does he not know I know it's him right there? Because I said, send me the thing with the link of whoever you got it from. And he said,
Yeah.
okay, I'll send it to you.
You got to
Like,
include the
fucking,
video.
like,
in
no,
this
what-
somewhere.
for like a
I get
week, nothing.
emailed.
And then Sabrina kept sitting there saying,
Download it
yeah,
from
Rachel probably sent that to you. I said, no.
Yeah.
That was Scott sent that shit.
Yeah.
Where the hell did you find that at?
I just got an ad for it, and I was like, I was just trying to. I almost did it for John, and I was like, nah. I feel like Leroy would appreciate it.
Oh, I laughed my ass off. They wanted me to get out there and dance with them right there and do a side by side skit and put in the same kind of energy with
Yeah.
them. I gotta
Leroy-
get that.
Leroy, how many hookers have you killed?
What? I ain't never even been with a hooker.
I don't know if I believe that.
All right,
I
this
wouldn't
is
either.
a truthful
What-
space.
Well, I ain't never killed nobody. I had a dream that I killed somebody one time, and then it was a news clip of the same dream, but I've never killed nobody.
If you could kill somebody, who would
I don't
you
know if I
kill?
believe that or not either.
I'm just telling you what my dreams was.
I had a very vivid dream one time about killing one of my coworkers. Then I threw him in the dumpster. But then the rest of the dream was just about me being guilty, of feeling guilty about. Like,
Dude, the crazy thing was, it was a guy up in Albany got stuck in they found him in a little drainage ditch. I had no clue of this. I had a dream that I stuck a guy in a drainage. Man, kiss my ass right there. This is fucking freaky. I freaked out for weeks with this shit. And then the next, it was like next 3 days, they talked about a guy getting found in a damn drainage ditch. And I told my son about this fucking dream. He's like, Dad, did you go off and do something? No, no. I'm not like that. I might look a little dark, but I'm not that fucking dark.
I'm gonna have to use that next time I'm interrogated by the police. I've had no clue of this.
I don't know. I
have no
would
clue
be
of
on.
this.
I could be on video doing it right there, and I would not admit to it. No, that's not me. That's your face, sir. That is you. No, that's not me. That's my brother. You sound country as hell in that video. No, I sound a little bit different. And I'm not going to admit to it.
Yeah, there's some CCTV footage of Leroy out there somewhere doing
Man, if
something.
CCTV footage was back in the day, I would have been in jail for years.
Oh yeah, if they had Ring doorbell before Leroy broke his back, dog,
I used to fuck with...
he would have never broken his back. He'd be in jail.
Dude, there was a time I actually... I ain't even going to say that one. He'd be mad about that.
Yeah,
There was a time where Leroy probably would have robbed me of everything that I had.
Yeah, I really...
no, you can say whatever you want, Leroy. We can cut it out.
Okay, yeah, don't... nah,
Yeah,
I ain't
we
gonna
can
say
cut it
anything,
out.
no.
You ever had a wet dream, Leroy?
That was... No, that still be... That, they're not... No, that's a crime. Oh, fuck.
You lost so much quality in it.
I was like, who the fuck got that goddamn picture? Now...
Oh, it's copyrighted music.
Hell, I actually got a little proud of when I seen it. I played it like 30 times.
Are you showing it on the
I
pod?
started to
I didn't show the. I forgot to show the
Yeah,
video.
start it from the beginning.
They did for
Unmute
a
it.
minute, too.
Unmute it.
Yeah, they picked the song. You can request a song for more money.
Yeah, and this is
How much more money?
Sabrina's Good Morning thing every time now.
Good night, Leroy.
Oh, I got a kiss. You just got me up in the background, just dancing all around.
Damn.
I don't know how the copyright thing works because I'll watch like those.
You can use like a couple seconds of it. I
Yeah.
Well, they like the people that react to like music videos and stuff. They play like the whole thing, and I saw one where they put like a fair use agreement, like notification at the beginning. It's like, we're gonna stop this a couple of times, and that's good. Don't take it down. So I don't know how it works.
My first showcase that I put on YouTube was I walked out to "Say My Name" by Destiny's Child, and I put in the description, I do not own the rights to this song, but still got copyright struck.
Did
Yeah.
you? Did they take it down, or they just?
No, it's still there, but
Well, what's the copyright strike? Just
it just says like,
It basically
has,
means
like,
that
a
you can't
warning
make any
label.
money off of it.
yeah, it's just like you can't make money, but I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
I get hit up on those ones where I act like I'm selling stuff and everything in the car on those videos. I get hit up on a lot of those.
Penis.
What?
Yeah. So you never had a wet dream, Leroy?
Why in the hell are we going to wet dreams right there? I'm a grown goddamn
man.
man. I've had wet dreams all my fucking life right there.
yeah.
My bad. I never
I
had a
mean,
wet
which
dream.
time you want to talk about? You want to talk about the one last night?
His
Yeah.
dreams are wet is just because he sweats in his sleep.
You want to talk about Miss Pig? You want to talk about the Miss Piggy and the Kermit the Frog dream right there where they come and see me in the doctor's office? Is that the one you want to talk about?
Yeah.
I
His
never.
dreams are wet because they have to change the fluid in his back.
Yeah, I've never had one either, but I thought
Oh,
like
bullshit.
I wasn't
Don't lie.
cool if I didn't, so I'd lie.
I used to try to
and say I
have
did.
wet dreams.
Yeah.
When I was in middle school, I would go to sleep just thinking about sex, and I would never have. I never had a wet dream.
Y'all motherfuckers don't dream.
I do dream, but
Not
they're
wetly.
They're dry. Yeah. They're dry.
I'll edge.
Scott's quiet right there, and Scott's like, "Yeah,
I
I've had
edge in my
multiple."
dreams. I'm not trying to.
Scott's like, "Quiet. I've
Oh,
had some crazy wet dreams before."
Yeah, I wake up before I bust.
Scott the Dragooner.
Yeah, Scott goons.
What the hell is a gooner?
It's a jack.
If you're
Jack's
gooning out, you're like just a fucking edgelord.
Well,
You're just like edging for
Just-
eternity.
You a gooner? I feel you.
It's,
Hell
it's
yeah.
a goon. It's a goon.
Goon.
Fucking go.
He's gooning. Shoot down, Tabari! Thank you. That I asked for one of those like 30 minutes ago.
What the hell is that? A damn soundboard?
No.
Shoot down, Tabari!
All right, we're an hour in. What races do you not like? Let's break them
fuck?
down.
Damn, let's see if we can throw Leroy under the bus today right there with some conversation.
Here you went through the windshield.
Dude, my dad was a... Okay, we're going to talk about racism. My dad, okay.
No, we didn't have.
No, we're going to. We're going to. Because I think this is a good thing to talk about.
Okay, yeah,
God,
yeah.
I'm gonna kill myself.
You
on the
live-
pod.
Yeah, you're going to be
Racism.
good. You're going to be good. You're going to be good. My dad was a real racist man. He would honestly...
Wait, against who?
Well, anybody that was not white, he'd sit there and
fuck.
said, "The only good person's a good person 6 foot on the ground." I'm dead serious. That was what he preached. And you know, throughout my life, I don't want to hate somebody just for what they look like or what they talk or how they act.
Is this grandpappy or a real pappy?
This was my grandpappy. He was a very racist man. Now he never mistreated nobody, but he was.
What
He's
you
like,
want? And he thought about it.
dude, I'd seen my mom pull a fucking shotgun out on his ass and 17 other kids that was out in the damn yard. These motherfuckers weren't right. But I don't know why I even said that.
Yeah, when you were growing up, you ever see racism out in the wild?
Yeah, in the wild, right there.
You know what I mean? When
What
you're
year were
walking
you
around.
born?
79.
79. All right.
I've
so
seen guns pulled on things, and I'd rather not talk about. But I've seen some shit like that, and I just don't feel like it. You know, I've never wanted to hate nobody just based on their race or just cause this person's black or this person's Mexican.
You
or-
can't help it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how my parents was. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it did not matter anything.
Yeah, I don't care if you're Asian,
It
Chinese.
didn't matter what, right there. They like you stick with your white people. You stick with what you are. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't want to. Why?
Bro, I bet if they ever saw like Kim Kardashian sex tape, they'd shoot themselves.
Dude, he used to hate my fucking KRS-One album. He used to hate that. Oh, Lord, he used to hate those.
Yeah, see, being racist, I'm stupid because you're missing out on good shit.
being racism is.
But that's
what-
that's how Papa was. That's just how that's. I mean, thinking about how he was nowadays, I mean, it's just
Yeah,
that's
because
how he was
yeah,
raised.
you're fucking racist and you can't listen to fucking Kendrick Lamar.
No,
I mean, you can. You just have to hate the person that's making it.
Dude, he would go in the damn basement. He would go in the damn basement right there and actually listen to Richard Pryor himself. Giggle his ass off, but let me listen to it out in the damn open in front of everybody right there. You sorry little son of a bitch, and just throw the
Dude,
fucking record out.
It is funny when like really old racist guys appreciate sports though. 'Cause like I don't really like
Yeah.
black people, but that dude, can,
Oh, he laughed like
Yeah.
hell.
he can tote the
Yeah.
rock. Man.
Well, that's
he's a
like-
great running back.
Like in high school, like, all the dudes with like the lifted trucks and, they were like the most racist dudes, but they would be blaring rap all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then want to
that's
be
what I'm
best
saying,
friends
like,
with the
it
football
doesn't make
team
any
and
sense.
shit.
Oh,
Dude,
just
it must be
pointed
so
at each other.
tiring.
You're just like
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah, it must be so tiring being racist. Like, you just go to Walmart, you're like, fuck, I only like one race. There's like fucking 14 here.
Yeah, Walmart is like Pangea.
Yeah, I feel like, and I feel like if you're racist,
everyone is-
yeah, I feel like if you're racist, you hate even like the sub races. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, there's like a Chinese guy, a Japanese guy, like, but he hates them separately still. He's so racist.
Hey, what's going on with the AC? What'd you do to it?
Did
Did you make it worse?
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
fixing to get butt naked
Fuck,
in here
man.
in a minute right there. Jeez.
Look,
Yeah, no,
man,
I'm
I
working on the
tried.
AC. Don't
Yeah,
worry, it'll
look,
be
man.
fixed
Hey,
before we
man,
get there.
You don't feel like
Oh, he
cool
didn't
breeze?
specify. It just stands for AIDS cum.
Yeah, yeah.
not
All
air
right, I'm
conditioning.
coming.
Scintillating current. Whatever.
Yeah, automatic conditionada.
It's air cum. It's the new flavor.
Why does it taste like pineapple?
I come in the vents.
Is this an air freshener you got in here?
Yeah,
What's that filter doing up there?
this is a hole in the roof,
But you feel
Of course. Yeah.
so it's good to filter it out and just let it leak in.
But you put an air filter.
And look, it gets dirty. There's a dark spot there. So,
Look,
like,
y'all, we're
it
getting
works.
ready to
It's
get a
good
video
call,
camera.
yeah.
We need to start. We need to get some fucking live feed of this.
Dude, I want to add video, but I also so don't want to add video.
Yeah, no, I don't want.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Just us sitting
Maybe
here.
Patreon will be video. Or we'll all wear ski masks.
Why the fuck was gonna be in ski mask?
I'll wear a ski mask and a blackface.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna fucking pass
But
out. We put
there
on
is
ski
one
mask.
thing about that, because like I also don't know if people know that Travis is black, and he would drop the N word occasionally, and I feel like we should like include that in the description that like Travis
Travis is
is
black.
black.
I
Or
went
he
out.
can-
I went out in karaoke and done that one time up there.
Hold up there, said the N word all.
Dude, it was like it was fucking like I'm just like thankful nobody said nothing. And I went and done an old rap about damn, who was it?
Blacks.
Well, I can't remember. Fuck, I can't remember the rapper's name right there. But I mean, through the whole thing, and I just
Curtis
screamed the
Blow.
word. I said, "What's up, my?" And everybody's like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?"
What year was this?
It was about last year, actually. It was last year up at the Hideaway.
That's when
Well,
he got banned
You
from
should
No
pull up
Shame.
the video of the girl rapping with Kendrick Lamar on stage. It's like a fat
Oh yeah,
black chick.
yeah. He,
You
like,
want to talk
clipped
about
off.
the look on somebody's
She
face when a
said the
white guy
N-word, and
says
everyone's
the
like,
N-word?
Oh,
You're like, ooh.
It's like, dude, isn't that the name? Isn't that in the title of the song?
it's like the main lyrics in it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And they was back there laughing.
Yeah.
Bro, you did that. That's a catch job.
He said,
Yeah.
you should have known what music you went in.
I'm so gonna get crucified, but I think white people should be able to say the N word if they're rapping. I think they should because they're quoting the rapper.
That's
not-
what I did, and
Yeah,
I tell you
like-
what, you try it right there and see what. Yes, I did. Yeah, yeah.
No, but he was quoting, method
I was
man.
freestyling. Okay.
Hey, it fucking sounded good when I said it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it sounded
Yeah,
great.
yeah, I don't understand why a white guy rapping the N word. I don't know why. I never understood why that's racist. Like, because like he's not saying, he's quoting him. So is reading Huckleberry Finn. You also have to silence the N word.
Yeah, probably now. And
Yeah,
these
probably
woke.
now.
I mean, why are
These
you
woke
silencing it
schools.
now? Why aren't you just dropping it?
It's an old story.
Damn, that's a good point right there. We all throwing out hooks, and nobody's wanting to bite this motherfucker. Well, honestly, I think it's just actually people just worrying about what a word means and not the aspect of what somebody's saying right there. The word,
Context.
yeah, the word out of the context right there. The word about somebody sitting there having their feelings hurt or this or that, and it's not from a point of somebody sitting there and saying "fuck you" or nothing like that. It's just a
Yeah,
sign of being
like
friendship.
when did sharing become bad? Because like people talk about cultural appropriation and stuff, and it's like, but isn't that good? That if everyone does different shit.
Well,
You know what I mean?
unfortunately,
'Cause I mean
people
the alphabet's Arabic. We Belgian waffles. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
But-
I'm kind of the mindset that like the idea of cultural appropriation is kind of dumb.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that how you
Yeah.
solve racism? Right? Like you have a black guy dressed like a Chinese guy. That's ending racism.
Well, can I damn, that's what. Is this shit
Right?
live?
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the guys, they're with us right now. They're
Yeah,
live.
it's live. No,
Yeah.
we ain't saying
These guys are watching right now.
Shoot out, Jabari.
Shoot down Tabari! Shoot down Tabari! Shoot down Tabari!
They have a great business model. That's why they can keep their prices so low, is because they get so many
Yeah.
so much business.
Everyone gets $1.
Well,
and a
they,
banana right
But they're
there.
just sitting there making videos all day in the hot Sahara.
45 seconds
A
long. They
lion just comes up behind him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but they have a printer and they know how to write in English.
but
yeah,
they
I
don't
started
have.
thinking it was like green screen.
Yeah,
behind
and
him.
matching white pants.
No, they're doing that all day long. They're washing them clothes out. Like,
Yeah.
let's get our music videos out, fellas. Do your stretches right there.
Yeah.
You better get them abs working good, boys.
Yeah.
I wonder who the name before and after this one was.
Yeah, like,
We love
okay,
you, Chet.
Leroy, over who is next?
Yo, we got another Leroy.
Yeah. We love you, Rivi. Yeah, I'm sexy and I know.
You
We
think they
love
ever
you,
changed the
Dorothy.
song?
Yeah,
You
six
can
songs.
pay to like. There's like it might take longer because they have to like rehearse a dance to
Yeah.
it or something.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They
We should do it in
they
the
done
arms
that
of an
too
angel.
good. They know them dances.
So when you ordered, when you placed your order, it was like, we're gonna do it with sexy and I know it.
No, it's just like, do you want to pick a song? It would take longer and it costs more. And I was like, no.
Okay, so they got that locked and loaded.
At any
Yeah.
point, did you
There's
think?
like we got sexy and I know it down.
Can you
This is our
change the
routine.
note
It's
too?
like whatever you got.
Can you change the note?
Yeah, you can custom write the note and send the picture.
Yeah,
So-
like write like R.I.P. Leroy. And
Damn.
Yeah, and then it's in the arms of an angel, just dancing slowly.
And then
That would actually be funny to fuck with them.
Huh?
Yeah,
Now
it's
To fuck with them to do a rest in peace Leroy now.
Yeah, like in a week later.
like I have AIDS. You need to get tested.
Yeah.
It's like, I know it.
Now, this is a great service. This is a great, even though it's kind of dystopian. This is an amazing service.
It is. It actually is. Made my day.
That's what I was about to ask though. Like Scott, at any point did you think that these people were trying to scam you, or did you like? Was there enough references where you were like, oh no, these guys are legit. This is what they
Yeah, I
do.
saw vids they put out, and I was like, no, these guys are legit
Oh
mercenaries.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they fought in the war before. Look
They
at
got
that
a
one
gold
there.
star from the BBC.
That's the general right there.
BBB. Sorry.
One leading
A
there.
DBB.
I was looking at it when
From
I
the
said
big
it.
back black cock.
I'm
The
Leroy,
better
and I
business
know
cock.
it. Where my Zaza lovers at?
Dude, we've been straight smoking on that Zaza.
Where my
Can't believe y'all do
Zaza
that,
lovers
huh?
at?
A bad influence.
My Zaza lovers at?
I love those small little pauses. I wish they were longer. I wish podcast had longer awkward silences.
Dude, you wish a lot of small
Do you?
things were longer.
Yeah, you don't quite fill me up sometimes, Charlie.
What the hell y'all doing with y'all's extracurricular activities?
Guinness.
then, huh?
It's so good.
Yeah.
I just saw the can.
Yeah.
It's not the best drink on a hot day.
Shut the fuck up, dude. No one fucking asked.
Hey, this is my culture. Is your culture appropriating me
Yeah.
right now?
What are you drinking on?
Yeah,
Guinness.
Oh, you drinking that shit beer. I understand.
All right. no.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm.
Fuck you.
I can say it.
Man, come need a bitter.
I'm Irish, so I have something to say about
got
you
it.
drinking.
I don't know shit. My dad drinks Guinness, so now I drink it.
Well,
Oh, that's-
and I'm
that's
drinking
Irish.
Modelo. So what are we really fucking
Yeah, we're
talking
both
about here?
cultured.
Hey, I got a little bit of Irish in me right there. O'Connor,
Yeah.
O'Manners.
Oh, you were O Manners and you
O'Manners?
dropped it.
The O'Manners?
Old Mannerstein. Those are
O'Manners, you
Jewish.
just add the O and you're Irish. Ain't that what it was?
Leroy has a little bit of every race.
Dude, it's surprising enough, actually, the Manus is actually an Irish name.
Leroy has a little bit of the I shit my pants.
Not
Yeah,
today.
he had one Asian eye.
Not today. It's actually an Irish name, come to find out.
So, how do you spell your last name?
The original spelling was actually M-I-N-I-S.
M-I-N-I-S.
Let me get M-I-N-I-S. Back in
Manus?
1942, actually all my uncles and everything, their names were still Manus.
Minis?
Manus. Man-is. Just add a is. I-S.
So M-A-N.
M-A-N-I-S.
Okay.
But in 1942, when Papa was up in the military, his birth certificate actually got burnt up in the military, and they sent it back to a redone thing. Then it was actually pronounced Manners, M-A-N-E-R-S. But it's actually an Irish name.
So it was never Mainers.
No, never Manners. Manners. I mean, you can pronounce it however the hell you want, but we're about the
Okay.
only people that's got Manners with one N.
When there's
Everybody else, the two N's are going to be from Scotland.
Yeah.
The when you have Manners with two N's. But
Yeah.
ours
He
was
lost-
actually just a mince.
He lost the other end after he yelled it in that club.
I tell you about a crazy thing we never understood why, but when my dad died in 1998, we actually seen FBI agents come up there in full fucking body gear and everything. Actually come up to his fucking funeral. It was a packed out house, and they were. I don't know why an FBI agent ever fucking come up with two of them with fucking guns and everything. Come up there and seen his fucking funeral, looked at him physically, and left the fuck out.
What year did he pass?
He
80
passed in
what?
1998.
98.
1998.
1998.
Okay.
Damn.
So you were
again,
I was
this is
18.
21?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's grandpappy or real
That
fat?
was my grandpa. I actually got to sit in fuck. Damn, Elvis Presley's car right there. We actually had it down here. I got to check that out. I don't know what was up with my paper though. There was something up that he never told about. Why in the hell did the FBI actually come to his damn funeral? Nobody ever understood that one.
He never explained why the FBI didn't.
He was dead.
He was
How
dead.
the hell he was dead? Well, it was actually FBI agents come up there. I never understood that was a mystery we've always had from the years past.
Trying to
He was
solve
into
a cold
something.
case.
Yeah.
I think he was always into something because there was certain shit about him. Like he actually, he told us about and had up it where he was actually discharged from the military because he threw a old German soldier up out the airplane, right there where they was going down.
Of course. Yeah.
There was something about him.
As you do.
Yeah. Well, there was something about him. He was just certain things you didn't know about that don't know.
I watched Fury again the other night. That tank movie.
Pretty good movie.
It's badass.
Shia LaBeouf. I'm a very big Shia LaBeouf fan. He just
I am
keeps
too.
fucking up.
He's a psychopath, but I am a big fan of him.
He's
I'd
not in enough good stuff, but the stuff he's in, he's pretty great in.
I'd love to like go on a relapse bender with him. I feel like it would be fucking phenomenal.
That'd be a
You
fucking
might
crazy.
You just listen to the album Relapse by Eminem on repeat.
There's a video of him getting arrested. He's like, "Get your hands off me, honky."
Can you imagine what you'd be going through him?
I haven't seen Fury. I watched Logan the other
great.
day.
It's pretty good.
Fury's
Is he in
great.
Logan?
No, I just watched it the other day.
It's just like a
I think Fury's on Netflix. I think.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Logan?
That was a damn good
Yeah. I was like kind of laughing at. I'm gonna spoil part of the movie. I don't know if you guys care.
Go ahead.
But I was kind of laughing at the part when like Logan's clone kills Charles Xavier. Because I don't know why I just pictured a guy watching. He's like, bro, why Wolverine doing that? Like he didn't understand that it was a clone. Like, bro, what the fuck happened to Wolverine? He's fucking tripping, bro.
You talking about Wolverine right there? I can't. There was somebody that I looked about like a review the other day and was sitting there talking about how they thought Malcolm X was a damn superhero, like a.
He is to me.
was
Yeah,
saying
they was somebody looking like you, and they would come over to the corner. Hey man, how you doing today?
He is to me.
Yeah, he is to me. I'm a little high over here. Okay.
that. Hell yeah.
Let me,
Yeah, I love the Malcolm X comics.
yeah.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite comics.
Don't too much Zaza in me today.
I got original edition.
Can I have a cigarette, Leroy?
I'm coughing too much. I
You
didn't
gonna
get,
give
somebody got a
how-
cigarette.
How you gonna give it back right there? You can have one, but what you gonna?
They still make Lucky Strikes.
Yeah, candy. You know.
Yeah, this is.
All right, sick.
Thank you.
At least, do they make them in the soft pack still?
Yeah, no, they don't make them in soft packs.
Oh, well, they're fucking up. If I were to smoke, that's what I would smoke. Soft pack, Lucky Strikes.
I thought of a funny sketch idea about like. I feel like Charlie would play it well. Of like a Make-A-Wish kid who's just like smoking a cigarette in the hospital, and he's like, "How about you guys give me a hooker or something?" He's just like,
Yeah, he
he's
can
just
pull that shit off.
like a fucking degenerate
Rails the
Make-A-Wish
fucking
kid.
line.
Yeah. It's
Guys,
fun.
give me some coke.
Yeah, I try to make a bit about like Make a Wish for adults, at like virgin adults.
Virgin
Like
adult.
40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, and he's bald from cancer. He's never been laid.
If you go 40 years, you better just get the fuck on up. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, and he's like, I want to
What
let
are
you
you talking
sex
about,
this
like
Mia
rape?
Khalifa.
I'm sorry, you better just give up, brother. If you're a
Oh,
virgin,
give up. I thought you
yeah.
said get
what
on
the
up.
fuck do you think I'm
It's like,
talking about?
yeah,
You went
but-
straight to
But what
rape.
if you had cancer?
We've
your whole
already
life?
went talking about gay porn to rape now. What's up, man?
Yeah,
I
but
don't think
what
the
if?
two are the same.
But what if the guy had cancer all his life, so he's always in the hospital, so you can never go get pussy?
I think
You know?
I'd give up.
True.
So how about if
On
you
life,
came in, they sent in a
or
bitch?
having sex.
On life.
Oh yeah.
Oh, if I'm on my deathbed, I'm trying to fuck every hot nurse.
I've thought about that, but then I have a panic attack, and I'm like, oh, this is what dying's like. There's no way.
No, dude, that's how I would deal with it. I'd
No,
be,
you'd be like,
I'd,
this is what
I'd be
living's
legit trying to
like.
get.
Ain't that would be how you'd want to go right there, just in the
Yes.
bed with a woman
Yes,
right
yes,
there? And
I'm
just,
good on that actually.
You guys know that
Okay,
Tim
like-
McGraw song, "Live Like You Were Dying"? What if he's
damn
just
right.
like, "I did an 8 ball of coke off a stripper's tit."
See,
It's just like crazy
yeah,
stuff.
'cause I know like people are like live every day like it's your last, but like then I'd probably be doing ketamine. You know what I mean? I'd be
Yeah.
drinking alcohol, probably be in a fetal position in the bathroom, get scared that it's all gonna end. You know what I mean? Like,
I used to have a joke about
Every
that.
day.
yeah, if you live every day like that, because if the
You'd
world's
be dead
ending,
pretty fucking
I'm not
quick.
going to work. You know what I mean? Or like this is my last day on Earth. I'm not gonna go to work.
Yeah.
I would do ketamine all day. I would do that.
Ain't no damn way I'm
Nah, I
doing
probably
no
wouldn't
ketamine
do
every
How
year.
long until you think the government tries to convince us that the world's ending one day? And
Shit, they
Makes
talk
everybody
about that
move
shit
on.
What's
years,
there- what's-
dude.
What's behind it? What are they trying to get you to do?
probably just like kill off part of the population.
Oh, like a purge
Yeah,
situation?
but
Yeah.
they'll likely do it through. I think they're going to do a fake alien invasion. I think they're going to fake an alien invasion, and then
Y'all gonna
humanity
get my
will
mind
have
down
to
the rabbit
unite
hole.
as one force. So now they have the one world government. The aliens will kill us all, and then it'll be our overlords.
It's just illegal aliens.
Yeah, the Mexicans.
We gotta secure the ozone layer.
I love
The
how
liberals will not do it.
Take us
They
to-
want open ozone.
Take us to your leader.
I love how we started like so interested in Leroy, and then we're like, all right, let's talk about common aliens.
Y'all go, no, come on now. You get me down the damn rabbit hole, brother.
Don't get
I
them
believe in
started.
all that shit. Rather you name it, I believe fucking in it. Right there.
Yeah.
You ever hear about the time the damn mafia actually started off because of the damn bread shortage? Did you ever hear about that?
The
Bread-
Italian
the
mafia.
Uh-huh. I'll tell you about that one day. So I believe in all that shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. When was the bread shortage?
I'm not talking about that right now. I'm high as hell.
Okay.
They're looking for me still.
Thanks for bringing it up.
I'm thinking about that one right there.
They're still looking for me. I gotta be.
I'll go down rabbit holes with that shit. I think they're actually trying to kill us off now. I really do.
Yeah, well, there's soft killings and there's hard killings.
I believe they're hard killing us right now.
Yeah, they're doing both. They're
Oh,
always
I mean,
doing
I'm
both.
hard when they're killing. That's for sure.
Well,
Yeah, because they soft kill us like shitty, quality of life, like through like air pollution or like shitty food, whatever it might be. That's soft killing the population, and then hard killing is like the wars, mass shootings.
I think they're putting shit in our
9/11.
food right there fucking with us.
Well, yeah, all our food is poisoned.
Well, I'm talking about purposely wanting to do the.
Yeah, I mean our
It is
water.
purposeful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For profit.
I ain't went down that kind of rabbit hole yet. Tell us about it. What they do to the food?
I didn't know you could find
it's all
unfluorinated
garbage.
water.
It's,
anymore.
it's killing us.
Yeah, it's hard to eat.
No, you don't think
clean.
they're actually just, I think they're actually trying to genetically modify certain organisms, like little small robots and all that right there getting up into your
yeah.
bloodstreams fucking with you. And
Yeah.
That's not what genetically modified.
well, I'm an old country boy, okay?
can
Right
be.
there, I'm trying to sit there and talk about how I
We
understand.
got
Like,
GMO
technically-
I
robots.
explained the Bible in a whole
technically
damn different way.
Banto bot.
Technically speaking, the bananas that we eat are genetically modified
Yeah.
because like real old school bananas had seeds that like basically made them
Oh.
inedible, and so over time we
Yeah,
genetically
I remember
modified them.
I was
Through
watching
through
InfoWars
selective
one
breeding.
time, and when I tuned into InfoWars, he was doing like an ad read or something, and he was talking about how like in the future, like your mailman is gonna be a robot that can like beam through your house walls into your head and kill you.
Direct energy weapons.
Yeah,
We already have them. You don't think we already have them?
yeah, we definitely already have them.
They're at the
Well,
South Pole.
it's because like the future is like relative. Yeah, because the future is relative. Like there's people living 10 years beyond what we're living in. There's people living 10 years below what we're living in.
Y'all ain't telling me that shit over in Hawaii wasn't damn energy weapon.
What?
They
Yeah.
burn all them damn
Oh, fire.
the big ass fires. Y'all want to?
Oh,
me
yeah.
that was energy weapon.
Dude, first of all, that
No,
was
I'm
the
high as
Jewish
hell, but
space
fuck.
laser, and no, I remember saw stuff about. I never knew about the Jewish space laser. I remember that was a meme for a little bit, but people were thinking that the Hawaii fire was a giant laser beam. I saw there was a bunch of videos on TikTok that I would see like people recording, and it looked like it was like lightning, but it was like straight, like a straight line.
I don't believe
Yeah.
in the being able to be shown, but
Yeah,
I
and
most
then
definitely believe it was
the
something.
main reason people think it was a laser, at least the main evidence that I saw, was like stuff that was blue seemed to be mostly unaffected, and so like blue umbrellas, blue cars, like they would be and they'd be surrounded by destroyed, burned things. And then I saw a video of another guy who like collects lasers or something, and he pulled out a super strong laser. He had like 5 different towels. It was burning a line through all of them except for the blue one, because I guess like the wavelength of light that it absorbs.
Yeah.
And then, like Oprah's house, her roof was painted blue. Dwayne the Rock Johnson's house roof was painted blue, and
Oh my god.
so I think it's possible to use the laser. I wouldn't put it past them. But I also think that people in power, they're playing 3D chess. I don't think we can ever really truly understand their motives or goals, because like I also think the shit that leak out, they probably leak out on purpose too.
They do.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
baby's penis.
Yeah, exactly. Like they
Make you
they're,
get you
they're
thinking
playing
something
4D
else.
chess. You know.
Play 3 moves ahead of them before they even get ready to move.
Yeah.
Dude, they're playing a game that makes us think they're playing chess, and they're not even playing chess.
Exactly.
dog.
They're playing gay sex.
Playing Chinese checkers.
Yeah.
Damn Chinese.
Yeah.
They're playing Chinese handcuffs with each other's penises.
Yeah, I don't even believe like in like countries and shit. I think all those guys are controlled in
You
some
think
way.
it's like a one world order?
I think there's multiple people fighting for control of the entire planet, but I think there is probably a handful of families that control everything.
So who do you think would control it?
Well, I
You
think
like
probably well, sorry, we don't know them. Well, and we'll never know them.
What's the damn banking family's name?
Yeah, it's the Rothschild.
I think the Rothschilds
the
must have been
Bundy,
involved
BlackRock.
somewhere.
Yeah, Folgers, BlackRock.
Fucking BlackRock, dude.
Yeah, Black Cock.
That's what I was gonna say.
black rock hard cock.
I can imagine if I had that kind of money, I'd be doing some fucked up shit too.
Well, that's the main theory about the mass pedophilia and people in power, because that's been observed in ancient Rome and ancient Greece. Because the main theory is once you experience all the pleasure there is to life, you only get off the pain.
You read that one too, huh?
Yeah, so
That was
you know
a good
they start off fucking every woman they want, doing whatever they want, and then they're like, well, I guess I'll fuck children now.
Did
You
this
know?
thing quit working or
What?
the air conditioning?
Oh, it keeps fucking flipping the breaker.
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
Yeah, bad. That's all.
This must be just like the hot spot of the room where Travis almost passed out.
It's
Because last week I was like, I'm fine. I'm fine in
Yeah,
here.
I was to take my shirt off here
I'm
in a
like,
minute,
holy
but
shit. Dude,
Yeah.
there's still just a puddle of water in that bathroom. Now there's a pair of Crocs in there. They're like the
Yeah.
bathroom Crocs.
I don't know, man.
You go in the bathroom, put on the Crocs. It's wet. It's wet in there.
Yeah.
And someone
I
just
don't know,
That's what
showering
they're
every
there for.
hour.
Is to
Yeah,
put
I
the Crocs on when you walk in.
I guess so, man. I have no clue.
You never walk in.
No, I have my own bathroom.
There's just always water on the floor, standing water.
I raised hell my son when he damn has water on the floor. You little son of a bitch, you better try that up.
I walked in on your roommate shitting last week.
Have y'all talked about it?
No, I just like mentioned it on my way outside to pee last week.
Did you mention it to him?
Nice.
no, not
Like,
that
sorry,
guy.
bro.
Different guy.
Yeah. Start jacking them off.
How many roommates do you have? Because
Different guy.
I did not realize how many rooms were in this place.
You got another roommate besides that guy?
Yeah.
Well, my sister and her boyfriend live here, and then my
The
roommate
boyfriend
lives
is
here. Yeah.
Oh, so it was Rick you walked in on?
I think so.
The black guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the Puerto Rican?
He didn't
Rick
even like say
Morgan.
anything. He just like looked at the door. And I was like,
Yeah.
my bad.
We just grabbed your head and shoved it towards his crock.
It's like, oh, nice. Can I watch?
Yeah.
Get the fuck in here. Let me
Yeah,
learn you
you're giving me
something.
Blumpkin, buddy.
If y'all ever kind of have somebody walking on y'all just didn't quit?
You guys ever had Blumpkin? You
What
guys
the
ever,
fuck
you ever
is
had that?
Blunkin?
No.
Blumpkin.
Head on the toilet while you're taking
It's
a
when you
shit?
get head while you're taking a shit.
No, I would
No,
never.
I wouldn't
I
want
hate
the
myself
smell
far
of
too
it.
much.
I've never.
I would hate myself in the morning after that.
That's what I'm saying. But there's a word for it.
I mean, I farted during a blowjob, but
Well, I got
Yeah,
tip
that's
Purposefully?
out there and just,
no, not purposely. No.
Yeah. It'd be funny if she sucked the fart out of your ass. She just
You
fucking
better keep
jacked
her
you
hands
up
away
and
from
sucked
my
the
asshole.
fart.
That's
Oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. She fucking
Yeah, she fucking
Jacked your
shotgunned your
legs
asshole.
I think it'd be funny to fart in the mic if you during a set, but I've never had to. Like, I feel like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like when
Before-
you're
You
on
better bring
stage,
your own mic for that. 'Cause I feel like some other comics,
Yeah.
including myself, might be
Yeah.
like,
Bryson just like sets it on his chin afterwards.
Yeah.
What would you doing to think that'd be funny?
It would be
I'd
funny.
laugh like hell if you did it.
You just
Yeah.
I'd
bomb.
laugh like hell.
A
if
joke
you did it.
bombs, and you're just like,
You know, it's one of those long farts. Like,
I'd laugh my ass off if you did that.
it's like wet as hell.
it gets higher pitch at the end.
Be able to whistle Dixie there a little bit there. Huh?
Yeah. What if fart was loose as fuck? Sounds like you're blowing to a bottle.
I'd buy a new microphone for that.
It's just silent, and you're just holding.
Yeah.
it.
He's
What the fuck is he
diarrhea's on the
doing?
mic.
Oh, you'll see.
Yeah. He just pulled down his pants. He just pulled down his pants. Just fucking diarrhea's on the mic.
Actually,
I'm a fucking
You're
child.
like a Gigi Allen of fucking stand up.
I can't help but laugh about that. It's funny to me. Just the thought of somebody going there and
know.
just fuck
It's
every
so
one of y'all.
stupid.
That's
That
funny.
was
I
so
can't help
funny
it.
to me. I had to hold back the laughter to even say it.
I think it'd be funny just like if you have just nasty gas to go to a comedy show and just crop dust the crowd. Like not even on stage, you're just sitting in
Yeah.
the crowd just ripping.
Yeah, what if
just
you moon the
terrible
crowd
farts.
while you're doing this?
The comic on stage is like, what is that smell?
Yeah.
It's like, don't know, dude.
Honestly, I think you'd probably get punched in the asshole. If you just mooned the crowd and walked towards the stage, prop dusting everyone.
I've had so many sets, like right before I'd go up, like, oh shit, like I got a fart or something. And then when you're up there, it just goes away. I
Yeah,
don't know what
Yeah.
happened. Like I'd be so,
it's a stage fright.
Like I got to get up there and piss like I'm rushing race.
you know when you have those stomach farts? Like you're not,
Oh.
it's just,
Yeah, the bubbles.
like I looked at my friend one time, before, like right when I was about to go, I was like, "Do you hear that?" It's like, "Yeah, dude." It's like, "Oh, this is a problem."
You unhook your colostomy bag and throw it like a water balloon. Just like pops. Diarrhea goes everywhere.
Yeah,
And that's my time.
yeah.
Colostomy bag,
Yeah.
water balloon. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you just shit out like 5 logs or kicking it towards the crowd. Like you doing soccer goals.
In the colostomy bag, you're like,
Shoot! Yeah,
deck someone.
you whip it to the light.
I could totally see Charlie actually doing the pull your pants down.
I wrote an
in the
idea
back
for
as
a
you walk.
movie, or I started writing. I have an idea for a movie where it's like is a detective who has a really good smell and like a murderer with diarrhea. and his name,
Smelly-ass
and her name is Detective Rhea, and she like smell like his traces of his diarrhea like around town.
No one's picked that up yet.
No. I've emailed every single major corporation.
They're smelling around. They'll figure it out here in a minute. They'll smell you got something out.
I was trying to get, I DM'd Project Pat to try to get him a feature. And the only bar I had for our song was like, I'm the shit. What I spit, straight diarrhea.
What did he said? He wanted $800.
I actually found that was his cameo was 800. So a feature's probably a lot more.
Probably like 10,000.
Yeah. So it's not happening.
Just save up.
So I'm just gonna make AI songs.
Start saving up, buddy.
Yeah.
I was trying to make that fucking
Take out a loan.
Take out a loan to get
At a bank, like, so you know Project Pat.
Yeah.
You got a board and everything.
Yeah. It's like an Nathan for You episode.
Yeah, I couldn't make that AI like sing like a certain singer. That
I know how to feed it pretty well. I wrote a R&B song about a girl that smells like hot dog water. And it
You only get 200 characters, or did you got a paid
200,
version
yeah.
or something?
But you got to keep it pretty simple. You have to like say like, I think the one I did was male R&B singer, song about a girl that smells like hot dog water, and they just let them just like give them a basic thing and just let them run with
the
it.
one I put in was like about the podcast, and like Scott watches questionable porn. Did you hear the one I sent?
Yeah.
I forget what it said. Like,
I thought
Scott's on the internet.
my birthday one was funny because I was like, hates chiggers, period, totally not racist. And they just like riffed on that perfectly. He's not racist. Not at all.
I got told I was racist the other day by wanting to go down there to Bikes and Brews instead of that damn Sky Bar.
By who?
Yeah, on the internet. You didn't read that one?
On the what?
No.
Yeah, on the internet. They said I was being racist for actually sitting there and telling them that I prefer Snoop Dogg's drink and everything, so I'm going to go down to a comedy club. I said, bye, Sky Bar. Yeah, they turned around and had a little whirlwind with me. So that was racist as fuck what I said.
Were you on stage?
No, I was just sending off a damn little text. Yeah,
Well, the internet's a great place. So.
I love doing that right there. I love it. I would like to go right back at them.
What was this on Facebook?
Yeah. Oh, I had about damn 10 or 12 messages come on that telling me I was
Said you were
racist.
racist?
Yeah, said I was racist as fuck about that one.
For wanting to go to Bites and Brews?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what did you say exactly?
That's all I said. That's all I said. Yeah, that's all I
Fuck these.
I forgot.
Yeah.
That's the last time.
One
I said
time on
the N-word.
Twitter, people were calling me fat phobic.
For your what? Your pictures?
Yeah, because like you know
yeah,
how I have, like
everything,
I'm fake fat on Instagram, and then James Etchison posted like a picture of me fat, and he was talking about how funny it is how like faking being fat, and a bunch of comments were like, "This is like I guess it's kind of funny, but this is low-key fat phobic."
Dude, have fun.
No, I don't know who they were, and then other people were like, "Yeah, this is definitely fat phobic," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, fuck that.
Webster's.
Yeah, and then I tweeted like, "Yeah, I guess it is fat face."
Oh,
It's like they're trying to put it on the same level
Yeah.
as blackface.
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing fat face.
All right, guys. Well, I don't know about
Me,
y'all, but I've had
pretty
enough of this podcast now. I'm figuring out how fucking fat phobic Charlie is. I
Charlie, you fat phobic.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
think we're all just. I mean,
I
you
don't
guys
think
ready
it's
to
fat phobic
get out
to
of
want to
here?
be fat.
Why would you want
Shit,
to?
I don't need to drive.
It's funny.
I am hilarious.
Yeah, I heard you killed it. No shame.
Yeah, they always have a
Because of
term.
the fat.
They have a term about something like it's like you can make a racist joke and not say any slurs or really anything bad, but they could also call that coded racism.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, yeah, I guess Dave Chappelle's a fucking racist. It's like,
I follow some
was a
people
racist
from No
joke.
Shame that like that. That's all they post all day. It's like, you know, you call yourself an ally, but here's how you're not. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like when they talk about
Yeah.
coded racism and stuff, and I'm like, dude, I don't care. Like, I mean,
Yeah, it's like,
I'm
how
an
many
ally
black
enough.
people do you hang out with? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think black people are down with the LGBTQs.
No, they're not. They're
Like,
not.
it's gay as hell.
just like it's like all the posts. It's like you as a white person.
No, it's funny
you don't
because they're
understand
mortal
your tone.
enemies because black people are truly oppressed.
Yeah.
LGBTQ community are mostly just white people wanting to be oppressed. You know what I mean? They want because everyone wants to be
there
black.
have
They
been
talk about it in
murders.
sandbars.
You know what I mean? Like everyone wants to be black, dude. Everyone wants to be black. But sorry, you know what I mean?
I agree with you to an extent, but there have been
Yeah, speak for yourself.
brutally.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I won't say that they don't
Says
have
the
it bad,
non-white guy.
you know? Like I won't say that their lives are perfect.
Come over to my neighborhood where the railroad track sounds like good.
But there's
Yeah.
definitely more corporate support for LGBTQ than black people, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, every June, there's the Pride Month flag, and all that. Black people get the shortest month,
yeah, that's a Bill Burr bit. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good.
It's like the
I actually
LGBTQs.
haven't heard it.
They're probably going to do some gay stuff with the money, but at least they're not going to be buying chains or something.
It was this SNL monologue about how did the gays get all of June. 31 days and you only get 28 in February.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
it's no one wants to go to the parade. Everybody's cold during Black History Month. Yeah, he got a lot of shit for that. For that monologue. It's like, dude, that was the most progressive you could be.
That's what I'm saying.
On the end.
Yeah, because gayness is something you could hide, technically. You know what I mean? Because gay people
To
are
an
like normal
extent.
people. Yeah. Right? But a black guy, he could never hide the fact that he's black.
Unlike a normal person.
Yeah.
Unless it's a very dark room. You know?
Yeah.
This
Like
is
the,
getting
wor-
on
the
dark
worst thing
side.
you can be in this
way this
world
is
is a gay black Jewish woman. That's the worst thing you can be in this world. You could go to like 4 places without being threatened.
That's the
Shirley
worst thing you
Chisholm.
can
That
be
was Shirley Chisholm, actually.
from the outside.
Actually, an autistic.
I mean, maybe in your world.
I
you
mean,
fucking
most of the
racist.
world, dude.
I don't know, dude. You got to no shame, dude. You're fucking killing.
Yeah,
Oh,
go
yeah.
go
Rest
to
in
yeah.
peace, no shame.
What is it? ROP already?
Yeah, that's dead.
I think it's doing all right.
Yeah, I think it's doing fine.
Yeah.
I'd be kicked
Yeah, no,
out.
these are jokes.
Yeah. I'd be kicked out of there if I said anything about what Charlie said. I'd be kicked out of that first day. What do you think?
Oh
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
100%.
It's a safe space.
Yeah, this is a safe
Is
space.
it?
Is it really?
This space or no shame?
No shame.
No shame.
Oh, no shame is
A lot
not
of girls,
a safe space.
yeah, a lot of girls feel it is not a safe space.
No, it is not a safe space. This podcast is a safe space.
This is a safe space. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can be whoever you want.
Including the F and N word.
Yeah. Yeah, it does suck that we're losing that safe spaces where you can say anything. You know? Like the N word.
Yeah, I,
If you won't say it, so it's not
Yeah.
like safe space.
I miss the days when we could drop the N word at
Well,
no
you know,
shame.
the whole thing is about getting your ass whipped
No, I don't care about
afterwards.
saying
That's the
the
whole
N-word.
thing. They don't want to get their ass whipped. That's usually what happens.
Well,
you know?
actually, I think the main thing is like people don't like talking about things. Like there's things that we just can't talk about or voice a certain it's hard to disagree with people nowadays. In the modern age, disagreements are dangerous now. Like you can't disagree with people, and it's really negative. I
Yeah,
think.
you can't just like. It has to be like they're an enemy if you disagree
Yeah,
with them. It's like you
'cause, like-
can't just like not agree on
Yeah,
something.
because I have a friend that is like, we don't agree on a lot of things, but he like thinks I'm like a terrorist.
You vilify it. Yeah.
Yeah, like he thinks I'm racist and I'm a terrorist and shit, and I agree with horrible things. And it's like, no, I just don't agree with, or I don't believe in certain things, or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's treated more like there's no really room for discussion. It feels like it's
Yeah.
all just
There's,
just
plenty,
all-
there's, I mean, you know, I'm more on the right side. There's plenty of them out there that will talk to you as long as you don't sit there and just down them for their damn issues.
I mean, I think the perfect.
There's some of them out there that will.
Yeah, I want to. Have you guys seen Black Mirror?
Mm-hmm.
The second of Black Mirror is probably one of my favorite episodes. I think it reflects the world so accurately. Because in Black Mirror is this black guy, and he's surrounded in a room full of screens. And he wakes up, brushes his teeth, and he rides on a bike. And the bike shows a screen, and he gets credits for riding the bike. If you get fat, you get demoted, and you're like a janitor. And there's video games about people killing you and stuff. And the only way to make it big in this world is to go on Hot or Not, or whatever the fuck it's called. It's like America's Got Talent, and there's like an icon. Like, you could be like Selma.
So this is episode 2, right?
Yeah, it's called 15 Million Merits, and like you'd be like Selma or whatever. And then he goes to the bathroom and he hears a woman singing, and he started singing with the most beautiful sound, and he kind of starts, feel like I have feelings for this lady every time he hears her sing. And it costs 15 million merits to go on the show, which he has because his brother died and he inherited all his money. So he gives it all to the woman. Like, please go on to this game show and make it out of here. Like you could sing amazingly. And she sings and everyone's blown away. But the judges, they hate it. They're like, it's kind of mid, pretty gay, And then the third judge was like, but you're kind of hot. You should join the jack off channel, and everyone will jack off to you. And then the other female judge was like, actually, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be super hot. And the other
This
guy's
was
like,
the show?
this is an episode in the show. And then she ends up getting sold to the jack off channel where everyone jacks off to her. And so the guy then goes back home and he's seeing ads of the woman he loved, just getting BBC bukkake, fucking cream pie. He's getting her back.
The shit they had her doing was
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Yeah, and then he has to pay to block the ad to not watch it anymore. And so he breaks the screen. It gets repaired, but he kept a piece of glass. And he grinds really hard to get 15 million more merits. And he goes on the show, and he puts a piece of glass up to his neck, and he threatens to kill himself. And he has a huge rant about how everything beautiful in his world has been corrupted, sold, and commodified. And then he gets a standing ovation. And then the judges love it. And every week he has a show where he puts a piece of glass to his neck, and he talks about how fucked up the world is. He became the exact thing. His meaningful rant was then shipped, packaged, and sold back to the people.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to us now.
I've heard good things about that show. Is it episodic? It's each
Yeah,
episode
yeah,
its own thing.
yeah. It's like
awesome.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
And so now you can't even watch people discuss. Cause be like, Donald Trump raped Hillary Clinton. Like it's never a discussion. It's always like a horrible grandification of anything that was ever true and pure.
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders is a cannibal.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like, what the fuck is this? There's no more like.
Yeah, I can't imagine being super into politics. This just seems like such a fucking
Depressing.
It'd be
Way to-
exhausting.
and
Dude, just
Yeah.
do you read
No, dude, it's
comments
cool.
on Instagram and stuff?
Yeah.
It's depressing how people think. Like just one way or the other. There's no
they
nuance.
post like, isn't this crazy, dude? And everyone's just like, dude, fucking go do something.
Yeah, I've always thought I think we need like I don't know enough about the world honestly to really think about a solution. But I think that the government should be super localized. Like, why do we care who the president is? I should care who the mayor is,
yeah.
right? Like, I
Yeah,
feel
Well,
like
you
Most of our
can't
stuff comes
go
from-
vote on that.
yeah, but why would I? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't give a shit about the mayor. I don't think anyone gives a shit about any of their mayors. It's
No,
like,
but
why
I
don't
get
they?
what you're saying though.
Yeah,
like,
I think we should care about our mayor, and they should all be more localized.
well, in Columbus, particularly, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, we should care about our city councilors because they have all the
There's
power
not
here.
a good one on the list.
I'm not getting into
I'm
that
running for
because
city
I
council.
have.
There's not a good one on the list. I'm sorry.
We should all run
I'll
for
say
city
it.
council. Just run the city.
I said
But you're
It just
For
goes
real?
to shit.
for real,
All
for
the
real.
budget goes to a fucking laughing skull. 2.
Only Colga is actually pulling the strings.
Yeah. They're the shadow
It's
government.
the car detail company
Yeah.
that runs the city.
Yeah.
Did you see
And
that
fucking
Beetlejuice
Gadget
lives here?
Jackson.
Did you see that yet?
You mentioned that, yeah?
Yeah, dude, have you seen it?
No, I
I
haven't.
had no idea.
Yeah.
She just lives here.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Politics. I think politics
Beetlejuice
doesn't even make
from,
sense to care
he
about.
lived
Howard
here?
Stern. It's on the only.
Oh,
Golden
yeah,
channel.
that
Yeah,
was-
he lives over there on off St. Mary's Road.
What? It's fucking wild, right? I saw that. I was
He's
like,
over there off
really?
St. Mary's
And
Road.
it's like common knowledge. Everyone's like, "Yeah, you didn't know that, you fucking idiot."
No, I didn't know that.
You can pay him a little bit of money. And he'll do a little thing with you. He'll do something strange.
Dude,
for a
you
little
should
bit
get
of
him on the pod.
Who?
There's no way you'll get him on the pod.
time. Beetlejuice.
From
If you
Howard
get
Stern.
him on the
Yeah.
road, if you get him on the road and start talking to him, if you hand him a little money, you can get him to talk. But he'll go off and Jordan done one. Did you see Jordan's?
with
No.
Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
That, look up at Jordan's right there. He done one with him. It was just a little thing, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't very good.
Yeah, I would love to find Beetlejuice. I love that guy.
He's over there. If you go over there off St. Mary's Road and you know the Ace Hardware, it was old Ace Hardware. If you go about 3 or 4 blocks back southwest off of that, that's about in the neighborhood that you might find him in.
Is the Ace Hardware not there
Wow.
no more?
No, I think it's something else now.
Really?
I don't know.
'Cause that was
but,
like a new.
but you go off there. I think it was an Ace Hardware. I thought it was like something else. They changed the fucking name like every other. But you know where I'm talking about. But you go southwest about 3 blocks out of the way, and you can sometimes find him walking the streets.
That's crazy. Why would he live here?
Dude, he had
Cost
a lot
of
of money.
living
He
here,
had a
man.
lot of money stolen from him.
But where was
Yeah, I'm
Howard
sure he
Stern taped? L.A., New York? Where?
Yeah.
No, it must have been. It had to have been New York because. No, well, I don't know.
He had a lot of money stolen from him though, with the women and everything.
sure,
Not knowing
I'm
nothing.
sure.
And being of age, right there, he had all that money, and they was just hitting him left and right. Them bad women and all that coming to him, and you know how it is, right there. Hey, baby, I'll buy you a new dress and all that.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Why don't you have a cover for that?
For what?
The phone. Your
Oh, it
cracked
broke.
fucking phone.
Yeah, it broke. Well, it was cracked before I got it.
Oh.
But
Yeah, that's the problem with them Apple
Did you get it
phones.
for free?
I did.
It's them Apple problems,
It was my
right?
sister's old phone. But yeah, the case just broke on me. Like it was too old. It wore away. I got to order a new one.
I don't like every time I see, like, you don't have a case, but every time I see somebody with a cracked screen, I'm like, how? Because I've dropped my phone in so many horrific ways. It like, these cases must be well put together these days.
I like my Motorola. Those are some badass
I
phones.
love
right
my
there.
Motorola. I love my Motorola. That's Amigos
Fuck,
lyrics.
stick.
Shout out to
That's
Amigos.
not
I love mine too, right there. You turn around and just
You looking for something? You just
shake your phone right there. That's old dad phones right there. Is that what that is, Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Old dad phones just got the tools. You want a tape measure?
yours do it?
Want a level? Got my phone?
Yours do it?
Yeah. If I can turn it on.
Turn your wife on.
Well, it's got a mind of its
These
own
shit
today.
sucks, dude.
Yeah. It's had a few falls. It's about like me. It'll think about it.
My dad's got a Motorola phone. I was trying to show him how to do it, but he has such horrible arthritis. He can't. It's like, what?
It's crazy how like phones have simplified.
There we go.
they've simplified and then complicated our lives so much. It's like being able to send a message or call somebody made things so much easier, and then like now everyone's just distracted by autistic people on TikTok.
Yeah, it is true.
Do you think that's why we got autism more nowadays?
I do think our attention spans are probably being destroyed.
I don't know what account.
Actually, I don't think they are. I think the world and life is pretty boring. And
People
so
still
then-
like long form stuff like.
Dude, I've never
podcasts
heard of
and
nobody
audiobooks
ever.
and stuff.
I've heard people tell me they cannot imagine an apple. If you don't have enough imagination to be able to damn draw an apple, that sits there and shows you you got too much attention. to other shit.
This is some people are just born that way. People are actually born with different levels of how well they can visualize things in their mind. Because it's called the mind's eye. You can like practice right now. Actually.
Yeah, and
Just
I
close
turned
your
around
eyes.
and got her off that thing, and now she can turn around and do an apple.
Yeah, because like if you just close your eyes and like I tell you to imagine an apple, you know, like what is it? How HD is the picture?
I got her off the social media. She knows what a red apple is now. That shit don't make sense to me.
What do you got, bro?
Yeah, what's a red apple?
There's shit about like imagining things. I look at you, you're just like, you're just like
Yeah,
staring over there.
he's imagining a
Me?
penis.
Like, put that fucking phone down. You imagine what a
Started
fucking
making me
apple.
laugh.
You know how to go in the refrigerator and find that red apple, don't you?
Yeah.
And you can't imagine what that red apple is. That's
So
a fucking
when you
problem.
started jacking off Leroy, you had to use memories and imagination.
Dude, I was just having
Yeah,
fun with
magazines.
myself.
You jacking off in black and white.
Well, you know, I had an imagination. That's why we imaginated big titties and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I love imagining big titties.
Just imagining going.
That's
forehead
that's why we
first
could
through-
imagine apples and
Yeah.
all that other kind of good
Yeah.
stuff.
What'd you say, Scott?
Just imagining going forehead first through a windshield.
You know the surprising part, and I don't mean to make fun of it, but it shows you sort of like with God right there. My grandmother, and they told me this story. My mother told me this story. When she actually supposedly come out that Piggly Wiggly and never seen me in that fucking car accident. Never seen me in that car accident when it happened.
She caught you.
But she was there.
Was there actually walked out, but never actually seen me in that car accident.
This was the 2017 car accident.
No, when I was
No.
2. What the hell are you?
No,
talking
no,
about?
this
John-
happened in
John
a
wasn't
parking
here.
lot?
Yeah.
John was
Yeah,
a year.
actually, the Piggly Wiggly in
How fast were you
1981.
going in that parking lot?
In 1981 is when I went.
80 miles an hour.
Well, no, it was actually over a 6-pack of beer.
So,
Somebody stole a 6-pack of beer at the Piggly Wiggly. It's actually the old If you go across the old 13th Street Bridge, you take a right, and it's actually a pawn shop now. That actually used to be old Piggly Wiggly store. The whole dumpsters in the same place and everything they used to keep it in. We come in there, driving in. Somebody stole a 6-pack of beer. They turned around and shot his tires out. He hit us. We went into the dumpster. I went through the windshield of the car. Actually, kind of find out during that whole time, my actual grandmother, my mother, was actually there. She never actually even seen that accident. She never even seen it. That's crazy. You can laugh about it. You can laugh about it. She never even seen it.
I just start laughing.
Wait, how old are you in this accident again?
2.
Damn.
I almost died in that accident. My head
I
was
bet.
chopped off.
Yeah, you were 2 and you
Probably
were
like Stewie Griffin, fucking flat ass football head.
Yeah, a couple millimeters. Wasn't ever supposed to use my left arm again. Found out what masturbation helps out on that. But, you know.
Yeah, and start jacking your arm off.
I'm fucking with you on that one.
Yeah, when's the first time you jacked off? How old?
6.
Holy shit. To what? To your mom's tits?
Y'all act like y'all ain't ever done shit before.
Well, actually, I guess I started jacking off at like probably 4.
I mean, honestly, right there. I mean, it's a room full of men right there. It's the first time y'all jacked off. Y'all didn't ever see
early,
somebody in
yeah.
the church
Yeah,
or
early
anything
teens.
like, damn, I'd like to have a piece
Probably,
of
yeah,
that.
probably like 7.
It's probably before I got out of the hospital.
Yeah. I jacked off while I was being breastfed.
Probably like day 1.
And when you turned around and got all by yourself and got all soapy and everything, you was like, Jesus Christ, I like this.
Probably like A1 day 1.
Don't lie, don't lie.
Yeah. I'm a day 1 gooner.
It does
Yeah.
feel like you just hacked into like a security
Yeah, like,
system
Jesus
when you
Christ.
you make yourself masturbate. Like,
Yeah.
I can do this myself.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
tell nobody about this. Or
I
nobody,
could
anybody
trick my
else seeing
penis
this?
into thinking my hand's a vagina.
I remember
I'm a
the
mastermind.
first couple of times that I masturbated, nothing came out. Like,
Right.
Oh yeah, I
you know, and then I was doing it like a lot. And then one time cum came out for the first time and I was like, oh shit, something has gone horribly wrong.
I was going through.
I'm leaking spinal fluid.
I was going
like,
through jars of soap right there, and they figured it out.
I was like 12 the first time, I think. So that
yeah,
sounds
dude,
like
I
a
remember the
lot
first time
later.
I had actually like almost the exact same experience as like Reeve, because I remember I used to beat off, and my wiener was a dry heave, like
Everybody does.
nothing would come out.
That's a normal thing.
Yeah, and I used to have a PSP I would beat off to, and so I would beat off and dry heave, and then one day I fucking bust, like I bust all over the floor, and I was like, what? Cause I was in a weird position, cause like my door didn't lock, so I had
Got
to
your ass in the air.
yeah, I had to jack off like
Pumping the
a
ground.
Vietnam veteran, like a World War II guy peeking over the trenches. So I would just hide behind my bed every time I beat off, and so I was beating off, and just fucking shit shoots out of my peck. You know what I mean? And
Out
I
of
know
your
the fuck-
peck?
Yeah.
You pay. That's
Yeah.
up here. Then you shoot
Nah,
it
my
a little bit
pecker,
high.
dude. My ding ding.
Ding,
Peck,
ding.
peck.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like freaking out
that.
because I thought I had injured myself. Like, I thought I had somehow, I don't know, like that was like ball sack fluid, like the shit that your balls float in, and I thought I pulled something. No,
Yeah, I thought I was gay.
yeah,
Yeah, well, I knew what to expect because the only reason I knew how to do it was, like I said, I was later, so I was like
How
12.
the hell do you know what to expect?
Because we were like, it was a
You
group of
molested.
dudes.
No,
at the
it's
lunch
plain
table.
and
group of dudes fucked something.
I'm explaining it. Let me explain it. So there's a group of dudes at the lunch table, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, I used to shoot blanks." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And then, they're like, the first few times that happened, I was like, "All right, dude, let's go. Let's all go home and beat off." And they're like, "Dude, what?" Or whatever language I used at the time, but yeah, that was what started my journey.
Yeah.
I
Just
just
like a beat off. This is
John, you want to hang out after school? No, I have something to do.
I'll be at home for about another 5-10 minutes, and I'll be right out.
Guys,
I wish
John's
I never
going to
beat
beat off.
I gotta take an extra long shower today.
Yeah. Then you get fucking water in your dick hole.
What the hell are you doing in the shower to get water in your dick hole?
I'm trying to catch the water with my dick hole.
Speaking of dick holes, have any of y'all ever had kidney stones?
no. Sounds awful though.
Yeah,
Don't y'all ever just
They
get-
fucking suck.
You've had 'em?
Suck.
I've had them, and I've had to have one removed as well.
I'm sorry.
And
How-
so
wait,
they,
how
go,
did
they
they-
go
I'm
in.
sorry. I'm
Tube.
sorry.
They
I
put a
feel
tube
you.
in there.
Yeah, they put a tube in your
Oh.
urethra, and
It sucks it out.
yeah, now I have a leaky penis. That joke that I do about having a leaky leaky wiener. That's
Leaks what? Piss or what?
Come, anything, whatever you want.
whatever's coming out, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, start drinking Kegels? Start drinking
Something like
Kegels.
that.
I had a guy I did
Urethra's
landscaping
damaged.
with. He'd bring a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper to work every day. He would drink 12 Dr. Peppers a day. And he was like, "Yeah, I get kidney stones like twice a year."
Oh my gosh.
Like 10 seconds.
We're all drinking water and Gatorade. He's just chugging soda all day. It's like, yeah, I don't understand why I'm getting all these kidney stones.
That shit sucks right there. You be throwing up and everything left and right.
Oh yeah, my sister had kidney stones.
Stupid
Yeah,
bitch.
fuck
Yeah,
her.
pretty good.
Damn. What the hell did she do to you?
Wouldn't text
Not
me back.
enough.
She wouldn't text you back?
Yeah.
Mine still pissed with me. When I damn hollered out, "Hey, Bailey," right there during that damn high school thing. She's still mad at me.
What?
Yeah, she's still pissed at me.
What are
about
you
it.
talking about?
What, you did what now?
I don't know. I'm high over it.
You just admit to like catcalling a high school girl?
Yeah, I did. No, it was my band Bailey, dude. It was my Bailey. It was my niece. My damn sister still pissed
makes
at
it
me
okay.
today. Right there, yeah.
So you're molesting family members.
Hey, where in the hell did we go to molesting family members?
I don't know where you went.
I don't
You
know.
just said something about a high school girl
I'm not-
and trying to make fucky. So
Nah. Damn. God damn, y'all fucking try me.
It's
on
much
this.
deeper than that.
It's
right?
much deeper than that one. It's much deeper.
This is probably a good stopping point.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
shoot that hoe to bar.
Shoot down tomorrow. Shoot down tomorrow.
We go outside.